Change my character
So,
sheet.
welcome,
Oh, right, the
welcome
phone.
back to another stream. We've got the B team just raring to go. As always, I'm sure they'll be up to no good and causing havoc.
Sure.
We left them last time. They just murdered some trolls and some weird owlbears with a naked druid, you know, as they do. They've got shown a nice little shortcut to the woods so they can try and catch up to Dr. Cage, who's heading over to Scrimmage for some, no doubt, some nefarious reasons. They've just taken the shortcut, and we left the last stream as they were just exiting the forest. They could hear a large amount of sound in the distance, sounds of battle. There was blood and feces. It could be smelt on the wind. It sounded like there was a large shindig going on. So,
Shindig.
a very large shindig.
That's in. Alright then.
Well, first things first, have we all healed up and everything?
I'm pretty sure we have.
I can't remember.
Wow. Yeah, we did.
We did.
Right, so I take it we're all just gonna run forth like idiots as usual and join the
It's not
fray.
a B team tactic.
Or we're gonna have like I say we go in formation.
Formation.
Whoa.
Yes.
The loose cannon is calling for formation.
Well, you'll have to load up your formation. In fact, in my haste, I don't even think I've put you on this map. Nope.
That's our formation, lads. We're not even on the map. Excellent job.
That's Grimm's fault.
It's not my fault.
Playing games with him before we started, Jesus.
I say Grim up front, me and Matt either side, and then healer in the middle behind Grim.
Tell me what to do.
I mean, I'm pretty heavy armored though.
Nothing.
I think the healer should be in the middle.
Oh, there you go. It was just taking forever.
It's your shitty internet then.
Oh, tell me about it. Actually, I might just refresh my browser. Yeah, I know, Mike. That was awful. Just Twitch having a massive buzz on Monday. Didn't get many viewers, but no chat either. But a few people managed to get in. I think they enjoyed their time.
Oh yeah, I tried. I failed to get.
Yeah, on Monday night, Twitch was just shitting the bed. It wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I came in after all that.
Oh,
I thought it was my internet.
so you haven't turned up at all then? Because on my screen you had just been pulled out.
Yeah, it's over mine.
No, it's for some reason it put me in the wrong Roll20 group. It launched the Dungeons and Dickheads, which is what I've called the fist. So bear with me, I'm reloading. Here we go. We're in B team territory now.
Great day streaming.
This is going well.
Hey, I'm a professional. you don't get any of this kind of stuff with with Critical Role or anything. So everyone's on the field.
Yes.
You can sort out your own turn order. Notes up, and then we can start doing some things.
I mean, it might just be me, guys, but they kind of look like the caravan that we were supposed to be helping.
Where?
All the way at the back. At the beginning, the caravan that we stayed with.
So yeah, as you exit the forest, you can see a ring of caravans. They seem to be in a defensive formation. There's a massive battle raging. You can see loads of corpses. There's blood everywhere. You can see that it appears a force of bandits have the upper hand. It doesn't appear that there's many defenders left. On top of one of the caravans, you can see a familiar person. It looks as though it's the leader, Keegan, who's frantically reloading his crossbow bolts as he spears another one in the face, killing another one of the bandits.
As he goes, bloop, oh,
Yep, as he goes.
Yes, Sam.
You can see several corpses with bolts sticking out of them. Keegan seems to be doing good work. On hearing you guys break out of the forest, he turns his head slightly. Recognition hitting his face. he starts to smile. He turns to the bandits and goes, "You fuck now, cunts. The B team are here." One of the bandits looks over and goes, "The fucking B team, haha! They're no match for the mighty Tarks." And let's roll for initiative. Shit's going down.
I shout, "I'm taking your cock."
Mate, that really does not sound the way you wanted it to.
Are we supposed to be on the board? 'Cause I can't see us.
Right
there
in
we
the
are.
top left corner, mate.
You're hiding in the shadows, aren't we? Huzzah! Last place. Yep. Standard some killer. Last place.
Dude, Northern Youth and me are actually getting a good roll.
Well, Northern
I-
normally gets a good
I always do
initiative
well
roll.
with that image.
Yeah.
I think I had like a plus.
There's a timer on my guy.
I just love the fact that
Is
I get
it a
minus
timer
one
on your
initiative.
guy?
I get lowest anyway.
Oh yeah. I don't know why you've got a timer.
I'm gonna blow up.
Looks like you're gonna run out of time because I'm not ready yet.
Shit. Oh, the wolf is out.
Not my wolf.
Where's that wolf come from?
A random wolf appeared.
That's the fist wolf. He shouldn't be here. Go away, wolf.
We'll take it.
Yeah, it's probably higher level than us.
Hey, this is what happens when I don't have time to prep properly. Jesus.
God damn it. Aaron.
Not my fault.
I'll just have to turn that turn timer off. I don't know why that's come on. Turn timer off.
So, fellow streamers, welcome to the Wednesday afternoon shit show.
Hey, I'm been a bloody I'm been a B team streamer. So that guy is gonna hold his turn.
Really good roll.
This guy's gonna shoot his crossbow at Keegan, which hit.
Oh shit.
And Keegan dead.
Doing a mighty 1 point of damage to Keegan.
Wow.
Wow, Jesus.
I've got them Keegan's a beast.
This guy's going to try and jump over the cart. Let's see if he can get over to Keegan. He manages it really well, lands heavy, brings out his long sword and takes a slash at Keegan, but he dodges out of the way.
Keegan's a beast.
Which brings us to Narvanuth.
Big beast. Right, let's see. Can't move that far.
Oh shit, they were pretty far away.
I know.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I don't know why that timer's still going. Just ignore the timer.
It's the
Will do.
final
Will do.
countdown.
I'm gonna move about 25 feet to here. And then... Why is my blue ruler not working? Can't really hit anyone. What's that?
Stupid Combat Master. It's still your turn, even though it says
That's because of the timer.
it's not. Stupid timer.
What have you done?
I've
I
turned
know
it
we're
off,
the B team and it takes us a while to figure out what we're doing, but come on. 30 seconds is not long enough.
Well, it was 1:20, but the timer didn't stop, even though I ended turn on the other guys. So what are you up to, North? What are you
I'm
up to?
trying to see how far my longbow can go. I'm looking in my character sheet.
You
I
mean
can't
your
see it.
short bow?
Yeah, my short bow.
Yeah. Can you imagine you with a fucking longbow? Jesus.
Be able to fire himself.
Your short bow goes up to 80 feet. It can shoot up to 320, but anything above 80, you're at disadvantage to hit with the distance.
Okay.
Everyone's at least 80 away.
So yeah, whoever you're going to shoot at, you're at
120.
disadvantage.
Has... Okay, for some reason the circle's not working. The furthest guy on the left, does he...
He's 82.
Has he gone yet?
He's had his turn,
Oh,
and
fucking hell.
so's he.
I just realised, who the hell's our allies?
Yeah, I don't know who's on that.
Keegan, it's the guy who you met.
No, I know
No,
Keegan,
Oh,
but
you
which
can't
one?
see him. He's there.
Okay. So the guy on the.
You should be able to see his health bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
You shouldn't be able to see the enemy's health bar, so it should narrow him down a little bit for you.
Oh yeah, I can see. So on the top row, the guy on the left, I'm gonna shoot my shot there, like.
Okay, so disadvantage, so press it twice and pick the lowest.
Wow.
Such a shame. Unless you never know. Oh, look at that. You pull your arrow back, you think it's a long shot, but you think you've got your eye in, you let the arrow fly, but it just goes slightly over him and skewers the side of the wagon.
Shit.
I can't even see the.
You can't even see yourself because you're so small. Yeah, I know.
No, I can see myself.
You can zoom in and out and scroll around.
Mate. He's on Internet
No,
Explorer. That's too advanced.
You know where when you do your attacks,
Yeah.
I can't actually see what I rolled.
Have you
don't
popped
know
out?
how-
Have you popped the chat? Have you clicked on the chat?
I don't know where it's gone.
You might have popped it out.
Standard BT.
Yeah, it sounds like you've double clicked it and popped it out, so it'll be in a separate window. You'll need to find it.
Yeah, I will.
So that brings us to this guy who's gonna waltz over to Keegan and try and stick it in him. But he fails. His giant two-handed sword just comes down with Keegan. He's swift and deft on his feet and just barrel rolls out of the way.
This Keegan's a beast.
He's pretty cool.
Indeed.
Brings us to
He's got
Grim,
halfway.
the mighty warrior who can't move very fast. It might take him most of the battle to get there.
Might take me about 3 turns to get here.
Too bad I don't have any sort of spell to increase your speed.
Yeah, I think the best thing for me is just to shoot the 50 feet. Try and get
Shoot
in.
the sheriff.
You agree about here? Oh, it's not. Oh yeah, dickhead.
But if you pick yourself up, keep
Yes.
hold, keep clicked, press Q on yourself, and then wherever you want to run, press Q, it'll measure it and it'll show you. And then when you drop it, for everyone else, it'll show you the path you've taken, it won't show you the path. But yeah, your actual guy will run along the path and we'll be able to see exactly where you've gone.
Right, on mine it says 49.9, so that's close as.
So you did it wrong.
Did I? You said hold Q and then do it, and I
No,
did.
hold your mouse and press Q to set waypoints for your guy to run.
Oh. Well, it's done now.
That's your turn. So Keegan is going to disengage, and then he's going to try and cheese it a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll pick him up, I'll press Q, I shall press Q, I shall press Q, and then when I let him go, watch, you'll see him run. Bloop, bloop.
Oh, I've got to repeatedly press Q.
Yeah, for every waypoint.
You never said that.
I did, you just did
Lie.
So once Keegan's done a little dodge, he's then going to spin round and shoot his crossbow at one of the guys in the centre, which hits, causing 11 points of damage.
What a baller.
That's
Like I
Keegan's
said, this guy's a
turn.
beast.
I want him to be my friend.
This guy comes charging over, barrels into him, trying to slice him up with the great sword. However, he rolls badly and Keegan just laughs at him. Doesn't even have to dodge, just laughs. This guy who's going to there and shoot his heavy crossbow at Narvanuth.
Oh shit, I got a crit off of this one.
They miss.
Yeah.
This guy is going to move up and he's going to have a shot at Grim. He's a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, scrubs.
This guy is going to run over here and he's going to do a thing.
Do a thing.
Do a thing.
Oh, interesting. Oh, Maggie sword!
He's doing a spiritual weapon.
That was close.
Yeah, Sam, he's stealing your move.
Oh, what a scrub.
However, it doesn't quite penetrate Grim's steely defense even with a 21. Jeebus.
Man, that spiritual sword's pretty tiny. It's smaller than Grim.
Yeah, it's a tiny sword. Small but mighty.
Yeah, it's got one good purpose though.
This guy, he's gonna
I don't think I want to know where that will go with.
try and stick Keegan with the longsword and misses again. Jesus Christ, what's with these rolls, man?
Nothing, we like them.
At least Keegan's rolls were good.
This guy's going to shoot at Grim. Oh yes, that's more like it. Critical hit.
Oh, bollocks.
For
10
one
points of damage.
That was close.
Oh well.
You know.
Brings us to Leroy.
Hello. Right. So what was it? You click on your guy, you press Q.
You click, keep hold of click. So keep your mouse down while you've picked up your guy in your hand. Press Q where he stood, and move your mouse, and then press Q on every place you want him to move. So like, say there was like, if there was some lava, it'd help so then everyone could see the way you walked. Otherwise, I'd just say, "Oh, look at that! You've walked in a straight line, even though you planned not to."
You get first.
I sure it's a straight line.
Yeah, it was still a straight line, but you get the idea. It helps with the measurements and things. So.
Yes. Right, so I've gone there, and then I'm going to use a spell. Who would have thunk it?
What, the wizard using a spell?
Yeah. From here.
And what are you going for? This is the
I'm gonna
question.
I think my Scorching Ray is 120 foot. I think.
You should know, been a wizard. It's 120 feet, Scorching Ray.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna use that on the guy who is right next to him. This guy. That guy.
What?
Is that clicking?
That one.
Yeah.
Wait.
So Keegan's there, so you're shooting the guy north of him.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's why I don't have my arrow on.
Yeah, no, I can understand which guy now. I'm like, you keep saying this guy, but all I can see is Grim fucking drawing everywhere.
Alright.
Yeah, I have my arrow on. I'm still on the ruler. Anyway.
So I'm trying to plan my next move.
Yeah, so that's a hit. The first ray screeches out of your hand, smashes him in the face.
Let's say 9.
For 9 damage. And then roll a d20, and you're adding 6 to it for your next shot. That's a miss, and then your third and final ray. Oh, that's a crit. Boosh. So you're rolling 4d6 for damage.
Oh, that was a terrible 46.
That was terrible. Doing even less damage than your normal hit. So yeah, point your hand, a massive ray of scorching death comes out of your hand. Streaking towards him, it's like almost as big as the entire guy, and then it does hardly any damage. Lost its steam towards the end. Which brings us to this guy. I'll run up and try and smash Keegan in the face with his mace.
Not Keegan.
Which is a hit.
Holy crap!
Keegan's been hit.
Doing 13 points of damage.
Damn.
Guy is going to scoot up a little bit, and seeing that there's a new threat, and weird fire shit's just started happening, he's going to shoot his crossbow at the fireman. Which is a hit, doing 2 points of damage.
Adam, Keegan's got more hit points than you.
I'm a shit tank.
That brings us to Sam Kale at the back.
Hey, yeah, it's been a while. So my max movement's 60 in it, or is it?
You can move 60, but you can't do an action. That'll be your turn. Oh, you
What
can
about
do
a bonus action?
You can still do a bonus.
Shit, it won't reach anyway. Ugh. Oh well.
You trying to touch Keegan up?
Yes, I was trying to cut Keegan up.
We're booming over Keegan.
I'm kind of weighing up all his
That's
options.
about 60. If I could move one square up, that'll be definitely 60.
Well, that was 61, so you've already moved.
There's about 60, I think.
Because the map's really big, the measurements are slightly out, so I don't really care about like the difference of like half a foot or something.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's
You know
my
we're gonna
full
try and
movement.
cheese that now, right?
That's my full movement.
Well, if you use it to cheese it, then you know something will occur. But like a big giant wheel of cheese will land on your head or something.
And trust me, that does a lot of damage.
I would like to know how you know that, but carrying on.
So this guy is going to scoot round, and he is going to
What fast off to get hit?
gonna heal his mate. 9 points of damage.
Yeah. 9 points of damage.
Yep, that's right.
So
They
healing him in 9 points of damage. Okay.
healed him for 9 points of damage. So you know he's healed him for 9. He's removed the damage.
Good.
This guy's going to charge over, deploy the crossbow at Grim. That's a miss. Which brings us to this guy, who's going to hoof it over here a little bit. He's going to shoot his crossbow at Grim. Oh, that's a miss. Damn it, I thought it was a hit. That brings us to North.
Ah, yes.
I see you know your judo well.
25 is about that line. So I'm going to move to here. And then I'm going to shoot that one. Is it showing up?
That one. That's what you saw.
I didn't say anything. I think you're still on your ruler, mate. You'll need to go back to your select.
I'm guessing this one. I'm guessing.
That one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, see? That one.
What a guess. What a guess. It's like I can read his mind.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Congrats on the hit.
6 points of damage.
6 points. Now, why is it still saying?
I would have thought your shot would have done more damage.
I rolled a 2, so...
Oh. That's probably why then.
And then, for my bonus action, for my dash, does that mean I can move another 25 feet?
Yeah.
Right,
Using your roguish cunning ability.
Yeah, I'm going to do that
Or rogue.
to about that there.
Is your rogue going?
Oh yes. I should have gone way far.
That's the wrong direction.
I was about to say, he went, I'm going to go there, and then just fucking yeeted it off to the, off the map.
And I will, that's it, that's my turn.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go over here. Why are my legs saying otherwise?
Brings us to this guy who runs over, and he shouts, "The B team are going down," which seems to have a resounding effect on all his troops that are near him. They seem to be physically bolstered by his little outburst, and he's going to shoot his crossbow at the little guy that's just turned up. But he's going to miss because he's not very good with crossbows. Which brings us to Grim with his tiny little legs.
My tiny little legs.
Yep, all your legs behind me.
I'm gonna move roughly 25 feet.
Well, if you do your Q, it does the measurement for you, so you can.
Yeah, but this is technology. He doesn't understand this.
Shut your face, you. It's giving me the. It says 26.3. Oh, I've done it wrong again.
Oh no, you've done it wrong again. You didn't Q, did you, boy? No. Oh, I know about the Q. I know.
It was 26.3.
Okay.
So I can't really get it much short. I can try if you want.
No, that's fine.
Right. Now, I want to throw me Junder.
You're Junder now.
Me Thunder Javelin,
No.
and I want to go that way. If I angle it just right, 5 feet. Can I get about 4 of them?
It's got to like come from the centre of you. You were measuring from the left of you, like a cheaty man, and it's got to be to the centre of him, so you can hit them 4. But you probably will tickle Keegan a little bit with it as well.
It's only 5 feet long, will it? 5 feet wide.
Yeah.
Okay.
you'll probably end up tickling Keegan.
Fuck.
Remember,
Yeah, well,
you moved an extra foot, so you know they're allowed an extra foot on the measurement.
it'll tickle his toes.
If you go for this guy, it won't, but you'd still hit 4, but you wouldn't tickle Keegan.
Okay, I'll go that one then.
You'd toss it at the bottom guy,
Whoa, what happened?
Yeah.
and it'd hit them 3 in that ping there.
Right. Yeah, I'll go for that then. We'll see if I can actually do a proper fucking throw with it.
Okie dokie then.
Slightly just kicked me out there.
So the guy just dodges out of the way. Obviously, the other guys do get lightning. It's just the end guy who the target doesn't take the lightning.
Yeah. So then, remind me how I do this bit.
In your journal.
Thunder Javelin. And it's 4d6.
The DC's 13. Give 1/2. And here we go. So 1 passed, 2 failed.
Boop, boop.
2 take 11 damage, 1 takes 5 damage. Okay, so is that you, buddy?
Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Okay. Keegan once again is going to do his disengage, move his little legs, spin round, do a bit of bunny hopping and try and headshot someone in the face. Oh, he definitely hits. Smashing this guy for 17 points of damage. Oof. Well, like proper stuck in this guy. He's looking super rough, that guy now. This guy is going to stride forth into battle.
Ah, yeah.
Making 2 sweeping arcs with his giant greatsword, aiming at Grimm's face. First one misses, the second one gets through his guard, doing 10 points of damage.
That's a... What? No! No!
It would have missed, but he was bolstered by his buddy, so yeah. It's basically, they've all got bless.
Ah! That's what the ball does.
Shreds.
Nicking all our moves, guys!
This guy is going to walk over and try and smash Keegan in the face. His first miss completely misses. The second one does hit Keegan, catching him in the face for 12 points of damage. Keegan's looking pretty rough at this moment in time. It brings us to this guy, who's gonna saunter up a little bit and shoot his crossbow at Narvanuth. Which the bolt just flies wide, sticking just in the ground, just in front of him. It's a miss, but only just.
That's what I like to hear.
It brings us to this guy, who's going to sneak in down here. He's going to give it the old... yeah, you know what? Yeah, he's going to give it the old cure wounds. Try and heal his buddy up who's hurting. He rolled a 1, healing him for 4. Jesus.
Hey,
Bad
feels like my
rolls.
healing.
I was this guy who's going to scoot around the top. Comes swinging with his longsword. He swings his longsword twice at Grim, and then without realising it, a little short sword comes out of nowhere, trying to catch him unawares with a feint. But that misses, but the first 2 longswords strike home, doing 8 points of damage. Grim's feeling the pain now. He was laughing at these guys when they couldn't hit Keegan, but they can hit him good. This guy's going to move up, shoot his heavy crossbow at Narvanuth. Which is a miss. They just can't seem to pin the little guy down. Which brings us to Leroy.
Right.
Bring the pain, Leroy, we need it.
There. I didn't do it. I let go of Q. Yeah, so I've moved there for the feet, and I'm going to use Magic Missile on all three of these guys.
One on each.
One on each. Just to piss them off and get them away from my friend.
I mean, it doesn't move them or anything, but yep, you hit each one of them for 3 points of damage. You know, I'm really surprised you haven't brought out your big gun yet, Jesus.
Yeah.
They're begging for it.
Yeah, I thought that.
Especially these
Well,
lot.
we can't say it.
But I just really don't want to hit Keegan by accident.
But with that group, they were strategically hanging back for that reason, but so you could have, but they're not anymore.
I'm gonna say you kind of wasted that, Matt. Luke.
Yeah.
This guy...
Did you miss every one?
No, I just.
They did his magic missile, which shot the 3 guys at the front for 3 damage each.
Wow.
Yeah. So this guy is gonna come up and get in Grimm's face, swinging his mace frantically at him. The first one might hit. First one does hit.
Fuck.
For 11 points of damage. Oh, they're swarming him. They're swarming him good. It's this guy who's going to shoot his crossbow at Leroy. Doing some magic. He's not happy. Oh, that's a critical hit. Not looking good for the B team. For a whole 6 points of damage. This brings us to Sam. Come on, Sam Kale.
The only problem is, I feel like I'm out of range for everything. Right, 1 sec. Fuck. This is not looking good. That's 30. Ah, you scrubs are out of the way! I'm not in the way! Oh. Fuck! You're not in range! God damn it. Right. These 2 scrubs are, but the other 2 scrubs aren't. I'm just gonna have to do... What is it? Spellbook.
Keegan has been trying his best to retreat back towards you guys.
Yeah, he's trying his best, but Grim, no excuse. Everyone gets healed.
Stop the onslaught.
Everyone who's running on my group gets healed for 7. That's all I can do. Oh no, I can't do that. That was a bonus action, but I can't do that. Anywhere else.
Is Mass Healing Word a bonus action?
Yeah, Mass Healing Word is a bonus action, apparently. I just realised.
That's crazy. I know normal Healing Word is.
So can I still do... Oh, in fact, can I do another bonus action?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Just no. Can I do a normal action or not?
Yeah, you can still do a normal action. You just can't do 2 bonus actions per turn.
I can't really do anything. They're not in range. No, they're not in range. I can't do anything. That's it. That's my turn.
You've got your light crossbow.
I suppose. Yeah.
Might as well take a little pling at
I
someone.
might as well take a pot shot at that one there.
That's a hit.
For 0 points of damage. Pretty much.
Well, you do have negatives on your damage, so
Yeah.
you're not very
Pretty
dexterous. Yeah, you know, every little helps. Which brings us to this guy who's going to command his spiritual weapon to go over there and do some stuff. Which is a hit. 5 points of damage. He's then going to... he's going to leave his mate to die, he doesn't care about that. He's going to cast Guiding Bolt on Narvanuth.
Oh.
Which is a 17, which does not hit. Not going well for these guys. This guy's going to saunter up and deploy the heavy crossbow at Narvanuth. Hey, finally someone finds the mark. 5 points of damage. Take that, you little thug. That brings us
That'd be
to
so mean.
this guy who's going to just join in the massive dog pile on Grim.
Yeah.
Drop it, trying to stab him twice with the long sword and then bring the short sword in for a bit of bonus action. There's a chance. There's a chance. That's exactly what he needed. Good old bolster. Slashing Grim for another 5 points of damage. Brings us to Narvanuth.
This is where everybody wants to use their abilities.
25. So if I move my movement, are you going to allow that to be my 25 feet?
Yeah, I'll let you get in combat.
And then I'm in the box, aren't I? So I can...
Yeah, I'll let you stick it in him from there.
Nice. So I will use my short swords.
That's a miss. The offhand is a hit though. First swing goes wide, but the second one, he's used the first one as a feint, sticking it in him for 3 points of damage.
And then I get 3d6 for my sneak attack.
Ow, someone's
then-
making a lot of noise.
Someone's
Right,
scared.
And
Nice.
then
With that, you managed to find a vital part of him when you're stuck in your offhand, and it falls down, clutching his throat with blood going everywhere, going bloop.
nice.
Haha, first blood! You might as well give up now!
I'm going to use my bonus action. to
You've
disengage.
just used your bonus action for your offhand attack.
Oh, right, oh, yeah. Yeah.
I believe that'll be you then.
Yeah.
With this guy,
I forgot that was a bonus action.
he's going to saunter up, bring his great sword down in a wide sweeping arc, followed by a cheeky uppercut, trying to get Narvanuth. But he completely and utterly fumbles his attacks, and it goes horrendously wrong for him. Brings us to Grim.
Right. So first off, I'm going to pop my bonus action.
He rolled a
of
5 and a
second
1.
wind.
Second win bonus, yep.
So that's a 1d10
Plus 5.
plus 5. 1d10. Come on, good roll. Bastard.
Oh, you get 8 hit points. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
So 8 hit points, well done. So then I'm going to attack him
See?
with my Hydra Flail.
As you loop the flail round above your head, you bring it down. However, still not quite used to the randomness of the weapon. Your attack goes wide.
So I'll use extra attack, and I'll try again on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
That's a crit
Winner.
because you took champion, didn't you? So you crit on 19.
Crit on 19, I do. So how do you want me to do this then? Just hit Hydra Flail and then add some or what?
Yeah, that failed.
Just do it twice, and then we'll minus your strength bonus off one of them. Because roll 20 should have picked that up as a crit. Not reason.
So there's one, there's two.
See if I can quickly change that, 'cause it'll make my life a lot easier. There we go, crit range.
We'll be right back after these messages.
That should hopefully change it. So then we need to take 3 strength off one of them. 5, 9, 17 points of damage. Oh, you stuck the flail in his face good.
How's that guy looking?
Looking pretty rough.
Pretty rough.
Not mega rough,
pop.
but pretty rough.
Had a bad night out.
My
And like he's got a slight hangover.
Yeah.
that's why you've. Yeah, I'm gonna pop my action surge.
Okay. You get 2 more attacks and another bonus.
So I'm going to attack the same guy again.
Yep.
See if I can just get rid of him. So Hydro Flail,
That's a hit.
winner. That's that one. I'll take that damage.
7 points of damage. He's still up. He's taking these flails to the face quite well.
Infidel!
And I'm going to switch target and attack him with the next attack. Is that possible?
Yeah.
So second guy in.
It's weird tactics, but yeah, you can do that.
I'm hoping it might help. I don't know. Oh fuck it, no, I'll go for the same guy again.
No,
Top one.
too late. You're hitting the second one.
Alright, fine.
You can't change your mind because I've called out your
Fuck
bad
you.
tic tacs. It doesn't matter anyway.
It doesn't
It's
matter
a
anyway, it's
Swing and
failed.
a miss.
And that's it.
It brings us to Keegan, who's feeling a bit hemmed in. He's going to strike out twice with his short sword. With the first one hitting, the second one missing. Well, that's not right.
Hey, that's new.
His extra damage hasn't worked. Oh, let's roll a d6.
Egan rolling a 17.5.
It does 7 points of damage. So this guy is going to bring his great sword up in an uppercut, trying to catch Grim in the nuts. Which fails miserably, just bouncing off the armoured cod piece. He's then going to spin round and try and bring his great sword down in a great arc, trying to smash him in the chops. Which he does. He manages to get between the helmet and the pauldron, slashing him for 10 points of damage.
Again? Damn.
This guy is going to try and ring Keegan's bell. First attack misses with his mace, but the second one does hit, causing 12 points of bludgeoning damage to poor little Keegan.
Keegan's gonna die.
Just chucking this out there, Den, but that last guy to attack is too far for my reaction, isn't he? He will be.
I'll allow it, because like I said, the measurements are a bit wonky on this one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Winner. I'll throw my Hydra at his face then.
Okay.
You're just gonna throw it at him.
Well, no, I'm going to swing it and hopefully
Nope,
take
too
his
late.
head off.
You've thrown it.
Oh, bitch! You knew what I meant! You've
So,
worked with me too long to know what I mean.
So as you kind of like windmill the flail around, just throw it at his face. It hits.
Yeah.
No, you don't have a weapon, you scrub.
I do have a weapon. It's still in my hand.
15 points of damage. Somehow the flail didn't leave your hand, but you still threw it in his face. Some kind of trickery.
Some kind of B-team bullshit.
Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic.
So that brings us to this guy who's going to saunter over, try and hit the little guy twice with his mace. Both of them hitting.
Boom, boom.
Bang bang.
Double tap for 19 points of damage.
I'll use my reaction to half the damage.
You can half one of them. You can't half both. There's two separate attacks. So
Pick
I'm
one.
guessing you'll be wanting the
higher
wait, first or second attack.
Yeah.
one. Oh, let's go with the first one.
The first one. So you pick the highest one, you scumbag.
Yes.
Yes, lad.
You take 13 points of damage instead. Which brings us to this guy, who's going to saunter forward and cast Guiding Bolt at Leroy at the back, which is getting much love, but once again the Guiding Bolt misses. These priests are not doing well.
No, the priests.
Brings us to this guy, who's going to continue his double long sword and stabby short sword assault on Grim. The first one completely misses. Second one misses. And the third one hits.
God damn it.
That was the short sword, so it's done 8 points of damage.
Fucking hell.
Don't worry, I should be in range. It's on my side.
Starting to roll well, it's good.
It's not.
So this guy's going to advance a little bit. He's going to deploy the crossbow at Leroy, which misses. He's shit with his crossbow. Brings us to Leroy.
Well. Yes.
Who fears that the
I'm
opportunity
gonna
to
use-
fireball them has slipped away from him now.
Actually, it just won't be as many people. If I hit this guy, it'll hit these three. And it won't hit. Oh no, Narvanuke, what the fuck are you doing? Alright, okay, what have I hit here? Yeah, if I fire it there, it won't hit him, will it?
Ooh, big circle.
So there's your circle. You
Ah,
should have
circle?
control of that.
Ooh.
Can you move that circle?
I will be able to. In a second.
If you get off your ruler.
I can't click it.
You probably have to click the centre, I'm assuming.
It says all players have access to it. I'll just reset it to all players, but yeah, everyone should be able to control it. Can anyone move it?
No.
I can't.
Oh.
I'm trying all different sorts of sorcery.
Oh well. So
Can we create one?
your best bet's probably going to be them 4,
Yeah.
5.
Ooh, yeah, you can just get 5.
Just about get them 5 without. You might set Keegan's boot on fire, but he won't take damage. You can hit them 5 there, or alternatively get them.
I think I'll go for the bottom 5 because I don't want to attack any caravan things that he might want to keep. If you know what I mean. So yeah, I'll go for the bottom one.
Okay.
And I'll... Oh shit. Where's my down? I'm here. Spell up. Fireball! Oh shit. Fireball! Ooh!
Is it Dex? Yeah, Dex save.
That's
14. Damage 37.
Fucking hell, that's a good damage.
Save on half. Let's go. Wow.
Only one of them.
Oh!
God. Leroy feeling the time is now. Conjures a massive fireball and tosses it under his leg, like being all cocky. It's got shrieking through the battlefield. It looks like he's missed because the impact distance is quite away from everyone. And then the massive ball of fire just erupts, absolutely twatting the shit out of everyone and causing much bloops.
Much sploops. Interesting.
Alright. That guy goes bloop, that guy goes bloop, and this guy goes bloop.
Nice.
Took 3 guys out of that, nice.
And the other 2 are looking incredibly bollocks.
You don't like that attack, Dave, do you?
I love it. Fucking love
I
Fireball.
love fireballs.
Believe
It's
it or
cool.
not, this battle was tailored for it. That's why there's a lot of quite weak guys.
I was just not stupid. I was just stupid enough.
We just have a shit wizard.
Is that your turn, buddy?
I am all done.
Okay. That brings us to this guy. Not in range to charge over, so he's going to move a wee bit. Shoot the crossbow at you. After you've just burnt all his mates, but in his anger, he whiffs his shot.
Ah, bitch.
Brings us to Sam.
Awesome! This is gonna be the only problem.
when it says casting time, 10 minutes, is that an action, I'm assuming?
No, that's 10 minutes. An action, 6 seconds.
Okay then, fair enough. Fucking hell. What's the point in that one then?
It depends what it
minutes.
does.
Just... Wow. Okay. Sure.
Obviously, that'd be 100 combat turns for 10 minutes.
Fucking hell.
What's the point in that?
It's obviously not a combat spell.
Clearly. Right. Let me just check the radius. In fact, no, fuck it, I don't care about the radius because he's full HP anyway. But still. Everyone's in range. Boom. I go to my spellbook. Beacon of Hope! Unto my allies! All
Okay.
full. And then I use my bonus action. Oh shit, it's gonna have to be Grim. He's about to die. Shit. Keyword. Onto Grim! I've been max healed, won't it?
Well, your max is 7, so that'd be 11. I mean, you almost roll max on it anyway.
Yeah, true. Cast it out. Again.
Over his shoulder, Keegan just gives you a nice thumbs up. He like that. Which brings us to this guy who's going to command his sword to float down behind you.
Oh, in the butt.
Which misses. Doing much work with the sword. He's then going to walk over a little bit and heal his buddy.
Okay.
11. That's his turn. This guy is going to continue his assault, dropping the long sword twice and bringing the short sword round. If we can convert some of these to hit. 23, which is a hit. And that's a 23, which is also a hit.
Oh, damn it.
That's one long sword stuck in you, and then the short sword comes from behind, trying to hamstring you, doing 14 points of damage.
That's what Amanda wanted.
That's what?
Amanda, the druid, she wanted one from behind and one from the front.
Wow.
Wow.
And he's not wrong.
I'm going to short sword the guy below me.
Okay,
Please hit.
that's a hit.
Please hit.
As you bring your sword round, you stab it in his throat, and he gargles and goes down, going bloop.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash back towards Sam.
You've still got your move.
Oh yeah, I do, don't I? Right, so I'm just going to move back a bit. To about there.
Okay. You doing any bonusy type things? Seem to have cast a weird spell, Sam, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I accidentally pressed plus onto one of my things. I don't know why I did that.
No, I'm going to end my turn there. Yeah.
Okay, that's your turn then.
Yeah.
That brings us to Grim, who's in a world of pain at the moment.
Whew. I'm gonna pop a greater healing potion.
If you can roll a d4 as well.
Oh no.
You've just been hit by the dice. There's a Vorax from the fist coming in with the dice.
I hope it's a good one.
We shall find out. A 2, you say? A 2.
No, that was a 4, mate.
No, it wasn't. Who says 4's better anyway? It's my dice.
I don't know!
Your next attack, ability, or saving throw is you get +5 to it.
Wow. Winner.
Nice.
They said you were popping a potion as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a greater healing potion.
That's 4d4 plus 4.
4d4.
It doesn't matter, he gets max anyway.
That's only healing done by you, is it not?
No, it says any. Healing. And regains the maximum number of HP possible from any healing.
Oh. I'll need to check into that for next time because it's a potion. I don't know if it'd be affected, but I shall give him full. I think I shall look into for next turn.
Okay.
Winner. So I still have an action left.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Just...
It's just a bonus action to chug a potion for you. If you were forced into someone's gob, that's your action.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack him. Hopefully kill him off. With my Hydra Flail.
Deploy the flail. That's a hit.
Hit. Oof. Yeah, I'll take that one. Do I just add 5 to that?
It's an attack roll.
Oh.
So you hit.
Oh yeah, I definitely hit.
Yeah. So if you roll bad, the +5 automatically affects
Jumps
your
on them.
your next attack ability or saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah, that definitely hit. Seems a bit of a waste, but it definitely hit.
is he? I take it he's still fucking alive.
He's literally hanging on by the slimmest of strands. It appears only his pure willpower is keeping him on his feet.
I shout to the group, take heed, he's nearly dead. And then I will attack the other guy with my second extra attack thing.
Someone's at my door, just bear with me.
Yep.
You can still do your roll.
Now he's...
It's me.
Good job. You distracted him.
Okay.
I've got 5,000 Menju points, or whatever it is.
5,000 Menju points.
Mm.
I'm sure you mean experience points.
I'm just gonna call it Menju points.
Menju points.
Yeah, well, you can use them on the Saturday squad or the fist. You can't
I'm
use them
saving it
on.
to give someone.
You can't use them on your own group, sadly. Otherwise, there'll be much trickery going on. So a 13, your flail just bounces off his armor as he stands laughing in your face.
Go Keegan.
Brings us to Keegan, who's going to disengage. He's going to follow Narvanuth and go and hide behind Sam. He's then going to shoot the guy with his heavy crossbow, which he misses. That's Keegan's first miss with his bow. Not going well.
It's okay, Keegan.
Brings us to this guy, who hasn't had much luck with his greatsword, but he's going to bring it round in 2 fantastic arcs, doing all kinds of shenanigans. However, he misses thoroughly with a 7 and a 9. Mr. Wilkins, is that for Keegan or for the guy who just took his turn? I don't know if I missed when you put the dice in chat. I don't know if that was for Keegan or for the guy with the great sword.
I think it was the guy with the great sword, because I didn't see that before.
If you can just let me know, buddy, if you're still there, Dandy, unless you've diced and ran. I mean, he could have just diced and ran. I think he's diced and ran. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna take it that he did it for my guy. You know, he's been nice for me.
Yeah, you would take that.
No, he's clarified. It's for the net missed attack from one of the players.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Thuggly Buggly's gonna charge over here. Narvanu thinking he was safe.
Watch that.
Try and smash him in the face with the mace, hitting him twice. This guy doing work for 21 points of damage.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Standing, boys.
Absolutely fucking ringing his bell.
Next time, try not to defend with your swords, just dodge.
So that brings us to this guy who's going to charge up here, seeing his mates literally on his last leg. He's going to charge up and cast Cure Wounds.
No.
But he's going to up it a bit to a level 3.
Oh, fuck.
Well, he's going to try, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Cure Wounds, level 3. Healing him
Can
for
you do it, lad?
16. He's done it twice. I'll have to give him one of his spells back. Oh, can I take the second roll? It was better.
Nope.
That brings us to the veteran who's had good success with his swords. He's going to...
Fallen down his own sword.
he's going to continue the assault. The first longsword manages to get under the guard, slashing Grim across his arm. The second one gets parried easily, and then he brings the sneaky short sword in for trying to stab for the ghoulies, but he gets blocked. So the long sword that hit does 8 points of damage. Brings us to Leroy, the man at the back, the man with a plan.
Right.
Or should I say the Dragonborn with a plan?
I'm going to use my Scorching Ray on this guy. All three of them. Well, they can. If they all hit. So that one, is that
well,
a hit?
that first one's a hit.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
5 damage. You get to re-roll that because Dandy Wilkins did a re-roll for the next player that misses.
Thank you. Never mind.
Still a miss, and then your third and final ray.
Fuck
Uh,
me.
So
Jesus
yeah,
Christ, Luke.
That was worse.
the first ray comes streaking out of your hand, smashing him in the shoulder. Yeah, you think, oh nice, I've got this guy dead to rights, and your next two rays just go wide of the mark. You almost seem to be, you seem to be matrixing you, just dodging out of the way.
I don't even
Too busy
need
thinking of remember.
I don't even think they need to matrix because they literally just stand still and then we go past him.
That brings us
Wow.
to this guy who's sneaking up to the unprotected wizard, and he's going to deploy the mace, both hitting him. He's going for like a cross swipe with both maces, just completely ringing his bell for 23 points of damage.
Shit.
Almost felling him in one foul swoop.
Fucking hell.
Reach it yours.
That goes to me. Can you just go to my character sheet? I just want to explain what I was talking about before. My spell, Prayer of Healing, can I not use that then in combat?
You cannot.
Fuck. That's a damn.
I say you can, but it'll be 100 turns to cast it.
Fuck off.
And if you get hit, then your spell can fail. No, that's more for like when you've just come out of combat and you know, like you're in a dungeon, so you want a quick dirty group heal before you charge into the next room.
Fuck. That's put a damper on things. I've already used all my multi heals. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to heal Nav and Noof then.
Thanks, buddy.
8, 11, 19.
And then I'll use a bonus action on Leroy. Where is it? Where the fuck is it there? Do I have level 2? I do have level 2.
11. And is that your turn?
I can still move, can I? Or can I not?
Yeah, you can always move.
Well, I'm just gonna move and assist my frontline friend. I don't know if that worked, but hopefully it
On my screen, you haven't done anything. You
No.
still just stood there.
did. Yeah, wait. Ignore this bit. Okay, stopped it anyway. Why is it not queuing? Queue there. There we go.
That pesky QA.
Did it actually move? Show how I moved?
Yeah, that moved right, yeah.
Cool, awesome. I'm just there in melee range. I'm that guy, that's it.
So this guy is going to send a magical sword down here to attack Narvanuth,
No.
which is a miss.
Natural one.
Critical miss.
Then going to what is he doing? He's going to try a guiding bolt on Narvanuth to see if he can actually hit something. Oh yes, that's a hit. Smashing him for 17 points of damage.
I'll use my action to half it.
Oh, mighty sword!
Does that work on spells as well, or just attack?
Let's have a look.
This hits you with an attack. It's a spell attack. You had to roll to hit, so yeah. If they have to roll to hit, then I'd say you can use that. If they don't have to roll to hit, then you can't.
It
use
won't
it.
work.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
I'll write that down.
So you notice you don't take as much damage because you've dodged out the way. However, you do notice that your entire body is glowing in a weird pinkish light.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That brings to this guy who's going for the old longsword, short sword combo. And Grim just grimaces and pulls his shield up tight up against his face and withers all the blows. Not a single one getting through the guard.
Whew. Squeaky butt time.
Brings us to Narvanuth.
I will short sword the guy that was attacking me. The guy below me.
Okay. That's a hit. Bring the short sword round. You stab it in his neck. He goes down, gurgling as these guys tend to do, and goes bloop and dies.
Oh.
Didn't need the offhand.
And then you
No.
swing your offhand and stab a corpse, just to make sure. That's why you should always wait for the result of the
Yeah.
first attack.
Scrub.
So yeah, you've just stabbed the corpse and you managed to sever one of its arms as you deployed your sneak attack to the corpse as well.
Or damaging the penis somehow.
I'll just end my turn then. That's what I can do.
His friends are thinking, what the fuck is he doing?
But you've still got your movement if you want to shufty around a bit.
Nah, I'm just gonna stay. Stay
Okay
with
then.
Keegan.
Brings us to Grim, who
Hoffman's.
is looking a bit namesake.
Looking a bit grim.
Oh shit. Sorry, I forgot to take away the Great Heal Potion. I'm just going to attack that guy with the flail of Hydra.
Justice!
Flail of flailing. Yep, you flailed him good.
I'm going to re-roll that damage as well. 2 points extra.
Okay. He's
And
still up.
I'll smash him in the face again.
No, you will not.
See,
Well,
my
I
dwarf
told-
needs glasses as well.
Well, I told you, swing the weapon, not throw it.
Do you want to move or do any bonuses?
I don't think I've got a bonus that'll actually help me out. I've got a healing potion, I'll pop that if I could.
A normal one.
Action.
Just a normal one.
2d4 plus 2, so you get 10 hit points.
Ooh.
Thank you. That is me out of potions, fellows.
Okay, Keegan looking behind him, seeing Leroy getting hammered by the guy, drops to his knee, takes heavy aim with his crossbow, smashing the guy in the knee, doing a grand total of 20 points of damage.
Wow.
Mate, Keegan is my best friend.
Yeah,
Keegan carry.
yeah, he looked like he was doing something fancy and almost like he used a feat called sharpshooter.
Ooh. Used to be an adventurer, then I took an arrow to the knee.
Which brings us to this guy who's going to bring his greatsword down twice at Grimm's chops. Oh,
They
he's
don't
doing
like
the
you.
work. Both of them getting under his guard,
Oh god.
doing a grand total of 17 points of damage.
Boom.
Which brings us to Priesty Priest, who could heal his mate, but no, he wants to go for the kill. He'll shoot guiding bolt at Leroy,
Jenkins.
rolling really, really badly.
That's what Guiding Bolt does, mate.
He rolled 2 1s, a 2 and a 3.
That's pretty much what I roll with Guiding Bolt too,
Yeah.
so don't worry.
7 points of damage. Leroy should have been dead, but no, he's just glowing pink instead. Which brings us to this guy who's going to give it the old double long sword, short sword combo. It's his favourite move. Grimm's ready for it, just parries and blocks and dodges everything.
Fuck for that.
Brings us to
Somehow,
an injured Leroy.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna click on my guy.
Good job.
Yeah, that was a hard task for me. I'm gonna use Scorching Ray. The first one on this guy, and hope if it kills him.
Okay, you are at disadvantage because you're in close combat.
Oh shit.
It's a ranged
Yeah.
spell attack, so you need to roll it again. So roll a d20, then you're adding 6 to it. Take the lowest one.
Oh,
17.
oh dearie.
So that's 17, so that is a miss. 17, hang on. Yep, that's a miss. I just have to double
then-
check.
It's the lowest
Yep.
one.
That's definitely a miss.
That's a miss, so your third ray.
Fuck
That's
me.
definitely a miss. Just gonna click on the damage. It doesn't do any damage, just so it takes the spell off you.
Yep.
So yeah, that was a good turn. You got your bonus or your movement.
Leroy.
I don't have any bonus actions, so I'm just, sit here.
That's it there.
Sit
Okay.
there and dive, be a meat shield.
Brings
Pretty
us to
standard.
the guy who just barely missed the treble ray. He's gonna deploy the double mace. Oh, he's rolling super well. Both of them hit.
Oh, Leroy's down again.
Smashing him on the floor. Leroy taking 20 points of bludgeoning damage, knocking him on his ass unconscious. That brings us to Sam.
Oh, here we go again. I don't have much healing left. That's the only problem. Right, I use Cure Wounds onto Adam first. So Grim. Max heal for you.
Okay, so he heals for 11. Well, 11? 11. I'm gonna go with 11.
Yeah. And then, what is it? +3 on some edit on my heals, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a D8 plus 3, so
Yeah.
8 plus 3, so it's 11 is max.
Yeah. And then healing word onto the crippled boy in the background.
Okay. Max of that is 7. So you can see Leroy's eyes open. He's no longer unconscious, but he's still prone on the floor.
Hi.
I like to sit here on the floor.
At least you're not dying, boy.
Brings us to this one. Recognizing a fellow priest, he's going to try and guiding bolt you in the face, which is a hit. Doing 21 points of radiant damage. That's more like it.
No.
Brings us to this guy who's looking pretty dead. He's going to continue the old double long sword, short sword business. And but a chance for one to be a hit. Just converts that to a hit with a 23, doing 7 points of damage against Grim.
7.
Brings us to Narvanuth.
I am going to use my movement to go and assist Leroy.
Okie dokie.
And then I will use my short swords.
Roger dodger.
Oof.
That's a hit.
But I'm going to wait. Just in case.
Hey, you've done 7 points of piercing damage. You hit him good.
Not dead, right?
He's not dead.
And then offhand.
The offhand hits as well.
7 again.
So as you bring the second short sword round in a blinding arc, you first your hamstring in, and then you bring the other blade back around and stick it in his back, writhing it up in between his lungs as it gargles and falls over, going bloop, bloop.
Out of existence.
Yeah.
And then that's my turn.
Which brings us to Grim, who still surrounded and taking a mighty fine pounding.
Oh yeah,
Not in a
Grim.
good way.
I'll be there in a bit, Adam.
I'm gonna Hydra that guy again.
Hail Hydra!
Hopefully he will fucking die.
He brings the Hydra flail around, spinning, and it crashes into his neck.
Come on. Oh! I'll take that
Staving
one.
his neck in, almost snapping it all the way through. His head just lolls around as it's just held on by a tiny thread as he crumples to the floor, going bloop.
Thank God.
You finally blooped him.
Bloop! The one bloop I've liked. I'm gonna use my second action attack, to try and hit
Try and
his
flail
mate.
him.
Try being the key word. Ooh,
Yep.
Nice.
You managed to spin the flail and uppercut him in the cod piece area.
I'm gonna roll it just for the hell of it because I've not better to do.
Same high damage.
Both the same. Whichever you want. I'll take that one. Bludgeoning.
I was gonna say, well, they're not. The total's the same. Obviously, if they were fire resistant or bludgeoning resistant, they wouldn't be the same.
Good point.
Which brings us to Keegan, who is going to take a pot shot at the priest up top.
Right between the eyes. Come on, lad.
Scoring a hit. Doing 11 points of damage.
Nice.
The bolt sinks deep into the priest. There's a large amount of blood pooling from him. He looks a bit borked. This brings us to the knight, who's going to first attack Sam Kalen with his return stroke, try and stick his great sword into Grim. Both just fail miserably, just bouncing off armor and shields alike.
See, me and Sam always do really well when we stand together.
Yeah, except from the one thing you could have done there.
This guy is going to guiding bolt Grim. Oh, you're not gonna like this.
Oh, go on.
Critical hit. 28 points of radiant damage, knocking Grim
Nice.
unconscious on his arse.
Too bad he didn't react.
And his body is now glowing a nice purple colour.
They're all glowing.
Which brings us to this guy, who is gonna stick. He's gonna
Needle.
move around a little bit. He's gonna attack Sam Kale twice with the long sword, and then he's gonna backhand the short sword into Grim's unconscious body on the floor.
So I get an automatic fail.
2 automatic fails. And since you're unconscious, it's a crit, so you've automatically, you failed 2. So you could be on the way out, buddy.
Mm.
But yeah, they both long swords just can't penetrate Sam's impressive defense. Which brings us to Leroy.
I'm going to stand up.
Yep, that takes half your movement, so that's 15 feet to stand up.
I'm going to take my healing potion, which is a greater healing potion.
Okay, so that's 20 hit points. Okay, that's your bonus
And then-
action, so you've still got your action.
Oh, do I? Then I will. Wait, can I still cast a spell then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I shall do my last Scorching Ray.
Oh, you've already used your
Um,
Scorching Ray.
Do I not have one left?
Level 2 spells, you've got 0 remaining if you look in your spell book.
Oh, then get rid of that then. Forget that.
Yeah.
All slots expended. Cannot cast it.
Okay, then forget that. I'll use my magic missile on the guy who just, fucked Grim up.
Oh, that guy, all 3 of them, yeah?
Yeah, even though it does not much.
It really doesn't. 6 points of damage. As you hold your hand out, 3 arcane missiles, 2 pop out of your fingers and 1 comes from underneath your robes, probably from your giant penis, streaking forward across the battlefield, striking that guy in the chest, doing a mighty 6 points of damage. Which brings us to Sam, who's now outnumbered with an unconscious, almost dead Grim on the floor in front of him.
Not for long! Heal!
Touches him for 11 points of healing.
Certain area, you know.
You can see his eyes open, he's awake once again. Still lying prone on the floor, but he's awake.
And then I'll also give him a bonus heal with my heal word, bonus action. Would have been Mac anyway.
And him for 7. Is that you done, buddy?
Yeah, 'cause that was my bonus action and I don't want to move.
Okay. This guy's going to move his spiritual weapon over and try and strike Grim, who's on the floor.
Oh my
fucking
God!
hell.
He gets advantage. Sure, he didn't need it. The first one's a crit anyway. So that's 2 of them plus 3. 8 points of damage.
I tried, Grim.
Yeah, man, don't worry.
He's going to, seeing that Sam Kale's just healed Grim, who they thought were out the fight, he's going to use his final spell of the day, casting Guiding Bolts in his face, doing 13 radiant damage. And just to Narvanuth. Starting to look a bit dire for the B team.
Do the frontline B team at the moment.
But your death saves have reset now, Grim, seeing as you're back on your
Right.
feet again now. Well, you're not on your feet, but you're conscious again, so your death saves reset.
I'm going to use my short bow at the priest at the top.
Okay,
Oh, fucking
that's a hit. They're only wearing robes. 5 points of damage.
And then I'll use my bonus action to drink a potion. Which ones do I have?
I like it how you did minimum damage. That's the worst you could have done.
I know.
The standard short bow tactic.
I think I'm just going to use just a normal potion.
Okay, so mark that off. That heals you for 10. Are you going to move? Or are you happy where you are?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, which brings us to Grim.
Obviously, I'll stand up.
Yep. Half your movement. Yeah, you get to your feet, ready to swing that flail into some bitch's face.
Hopefully. I'm gonna take him on.
Okay.
So there's the first one. Oh, one off a
Nice.
crit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I'll re-roll that.
Ooh. Nice.
I mean, you improved your damage.
So that one, and then I'll hit him again. I'm guessing he's not dead yet.
No, he's not dead. He's looking a bit rough, but he's still there.
Just about 50 more HP to go.
That's me. I've got nothing I can do.
He's looking pretty violated now, that guy.
Good.
Oh.
I hope it hurts his butt.
Which brings us to Keegan, who's going to run over here, run up behind Sam Kale and forcefully ram a potion as a suppository up his anus, healing him for 10 points.
I can feel the healing.
And that's Keegan's turn.
Now get it out my ass.
I can feel the healing.
Which brings us to this guy who's going to he's going to go for the old double. It didn't work last time, but it might work this time. First strike against Sam Kale, and then the backhand against Grim. 20. Yes, so the strike against Sam Kale works. However, Grim does manage to block the return strike, doing 9 points of damage. So it's a good job Keegan came in and did some work.
Now I've been healer down.
This brings us to this priest who's gonna go here and use his last spell. For 15 points of healing.
God damn it.
His turn. Brings us to this guy who loves sticking swords in people. He's not very happy the fact that Grim's back on his feet. So he's going to give it the old longsword, short sword combo.
Hi guys.
Both longswords easily fended off by Grim. However, he should be expecting it, but he forgot all about the little sneaky short sword that stabs him for 4 points of damage in the butt.
Oh. Oh.
What is with the butt action today?
This brings us to Leroy.
Right, I'm just gonna use my magic missile again on the guy because I'm running out of spells.
Yeah, don't miss.
You can't miss.
Which guy?
The guy, right? That guy.
Him.
Yeah.
Okay. So three magical bolts come screaming out from under your robe, striking the guy in the back for 9 points of damage. He's looking a bit rough now. Which brings us to Sam Kale.
Ooh, interesting. Now, I'll give you a bit. I'll use this under Grim. Max healing.
Touch me, daddy.
There's a prize on the line. The Vorax from the Fist has redeemed an item for a player, and he said whoever lands the final blow and wins the day in this combat will be getting an item.
Well,
I mean, I could do that, but it might kill everyone else.
So
I'll be impressed if we win this battle.
who are you healing there? Sorry, Sam.
Grim.
Grim. So 11.
Don't me and Sam have an item.
All in good time. All in good time.
Right, and can I use a bonus action for a healing potion or not?
If it's for you,
Yes, for me.
sure I can.
Okay, I take just one normal healing
A
potion.
normal. Right. chug that and discard the bottle, smashing it on the floor, but it heals you for 10.
Oh!
And the priest out of spells is going to send his magical doodah to slice. Damn, he doesn't like healers, but it misses. He's then going to charge in and try and smash him in the face with a mace, but that is a swing and a miss. That brings us to Narvanuth.
What will he do?
Yeah, I can get to him.
He's a short guy.
I'm gonna run up behind the guy, this dude,
Okay.
and then
You're gonna be out of breath at the end.
short sword him.
You've done that much fucking running over this terrain.
Especially for a little guy. Yeah, that's a hit.
Then 3d6. He's busy.
Nice. Sink the short sword in. You seem to hit something vital. He's looking pretty darn rough at this minute.
Rough.
He kind of turns around and just barks in your face as you've just stabbed him in the kidney.
Woof.
Yeah, that hits. Doing
5
another
points.
5 points of damage. He's looking very rough. He's not amused by the whole situation.
Good.
Still on his feet though. That brings us to Grim.
Damn you.
God dang it. Eeny, meeny, miny, more.
Catch baby bears, don't
I'm gonna attack him with a flail. Hopefully finish him off.
That just misses. He manages
Oh.
to just duck out of the way.
Fuck. Try again.
One more
Never mind.
time.
Wow.
He just takes that on the armor, just laughing at you. He knew it was a
Why
weak
did I
shot.
heal you?
Shit.
Which brings us to Keegan, who's going to drop back a little bit and deploy the heavy crossbow, which is a miss. Keegan been
It's
distracted
not going good.
by giving Sam Cale the suppository and distracted him. Brings us to the knight guy who's in the heavy armor, who's going to try the same again. Big great sword first on Sam, and then the second one on Grim, and they both just get deflected.
Nice.
This guy who's also out of spells comes charging in, tries to stick Grim with a mace, but he's just too heavily armoured. This guy's getting he's a bit fucked. He's got people everywhere.
Bring it on.
So he's gonna attack everyone. He's got enough attacks to stick it in everyone. However, he completely fails and sticks it in no one. He's just flailing around blindly like a fucking idiot.
The blood's all over his face, that's why.
He can't see shit. That brings us to Leroy.
He will
Alright.
do something instead of dying in this fight.
Who casts
I'm
fireball and
s-
kills everybody. Yay!
Don't tell him that, he'll actually do it.
Should have done it from the fucking start.
Well, he did sort of do it from the start. He got 4 people with it.
Well, I'm just going to do what I did last time. But if the first one kills the first guy, then I'll move on to this guy.
That
This,
damage.
this guy first, and then this guy.
So how many are you putting on
Depending.
the first guy?
Put 2 on the first guy.
Okay, so you hit the first guy for 4 points of damage. He's stood there rocking, but he's still on his feet.
Jesus Christ, this guy's a tank.
Fucking tank.
I'll finish him, boys.
You've got one more
Used to
missile.
finishing boys off.
Is that still going? Is that going to the priest
No,
or
I'll give
still
it
on
back
that
to
guy?
this guy.
Still on that guy.
Yeah,
Okay, so the third missile catches him in the neck. He just kind of shrugs it off. You can see blood pouring out of numerous wounds, but he's pretty much on death's door. But his resolve just kicked in. He wants to see this fight through. Brings us to Sam.
Right. Back to me. Well, and since I have nothing else to do, I will mace the poor guy!
That's a hit.
Oh, go on, Sam.
For 1 damage. Oh, wow.
So
Ooh.
you swing the mace round in a mighty arc. You smash it down on top of his unarmoured head, just popping his skull. As he suddenly goes, and his eye pops out and he falls down on the floor going, bloop.
Nice.
Stay down! And that's my turn.
Okay, brings us to this guy, who's going to make a mad dash at Keegan. So Sam, you get a free attack.
Excellent!
Which does hit. The priest rushes past you, you just backhand him for 6 points of damage. The priest reaches down into his voluminous robe, pulls out a potion, and smashes it in Keegan's face.
Oh, fuck.
Keegan.
That's his turn. That brings us to Narvanuth.
I'm going to run down to the priest and smash it with my short swords.
Okie dokie. So yeah, the first short sword sinks deep into his flesh. 7 points of damage. For some strange reason, you've sunk the sword in, but you're not quite getting the reaction you used to when you sink a sword into someone.
Oh.
And your offhand attack misses.
I'll use my... what's it called? The lucky. I get to
Yeah.
reroll if I get a 1. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that still misses.
Okay, then I'll leave it there. End of turn.
Okay, brings us to Grim. The numbers are definitely thinning now.
Like my freaking hairline. I'll attack that priest with my flail. Hopefully take somebody out. Oh my god.
Or not.
Who were you attacking, sorry?
That one.
Priest, that's a hit.
Oh god for that.
Just managed to catch him on the shoulder with the flail. Smashing deep into the shoulder, the flail it sparks and its flame head just erupts, setting fire to his hair and melting his face off as he gargles and goes down to his knees and goes "Rawr, rawr," and goes bloop.
Out of existence.
Nice. Bit of a murloc there.
He's set him on fire. What do you expect?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna hit him with my second attack.
Okie dokie.
Hopefully. Never
No,
mind.
you are not. So it comes to Keegan. You see him. He disengages and moves back. He readies his crossbow.
Coward!
Shoots it and he catches Narvanuth square in the chest.
Oh, great.
Knew it.
Wait, what?
For 10 points of damage.
Oh dear god.
Brings us to the knight, who's going to go for the standard, sweeping the great sword round first into Sam Kale, then trying to attack it Grim.
Can I catch that first one with my reaction?
You sure I can?
I can. Oh, winner. I'll attack him with.
It's when anyone attacks you, someone else within 5 feet, so of course you
I
can.
thought,
Well, I keep saying
I
to
thought
you,
because
Aaron,
he was actually
react.
attacking me as well, I wouldn't be able
Right,
to.
Still, just like if you attack 2 people, 2 separate targets, and one of them had Sentinel, then one of them would be sticking it in you every round as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, that's a hit.
Finally using that
Yeah.
ability. Taking them all game.
Says the guy who didn't do half at healing.
I did.
Um,
What the fuck you on about?
What you poached, you dick? Carry on.
You think you've smashed him with the flail, but at the last second he flicks his sword up, parrying the blow. He's just
Oh.
used his reaction, which adds 2 armor class to him. The last second he brings his sword up and the chain wraps round and the head strikes the blade, doing 0 damage.
I've got the thingy back there.
Yeah, that's just some flavour. That brings us to Leroy.
Well then, I'm going to be attacking this guy, but differently. because I've run out of spells. Yes.
Yeah, that's a hit. The bullet travels fast and hard out of the sling, striking the guy in the face for 7 points of damage, leaving a gash over his eye and blood pouring into his eyes.
I forget you've got that bloody sling.
That's my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Sam, who's beset by foes.
Yep. I am. I shall. Yeah. Just a standard.
Proper,
Mace.
proper
Onto
knockout
that
battle,
guy.
this one.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're not used to using the mace, you're more used to standing on the back line, so you haven't quite got your aim in. You try and hit him, but you miss and just end up smashing into your own shield. It looks alright though, you recovered. It looked like you were just trying to taunt him as opposed to attack him.
Yeah, that's what I was meant to do. Yeah.
This brings us to this priest who's gonna swing his mace round at Narvanuth, catching him under the jaw, ringing his bell for 4 points of damage. Which brings us to Narvanuth.
Okay, so I didn't even know I could do this earlier on. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Yep.
25 feet I can go. How far is that? About 5.
Okay, so you disengage, cheese it from the target.
And then I'm going to shoot the priest with my short bow.
Okay. Which is a hit.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay, brings us to Grim. So he's been battling this guy for bloody ages.
Does it take an action to shout something to the group or not?
Depends what you're going to shout to him.
I'm just going to shout, restrain Keegan, don't kill him.
Then that'd be a bonus action, I guess. You're not actually having a conversation, you're just issuing an order.
So yeah, just that, and then I'll carry on flailing this guy, hopefully to death.
Just what? Sorry.
He once again brings his sword up, parrying the blow.
One more.
One more time.
That's a hit.
Oh, winner!
He only gets one parry.
Yes.
12 points damage. He's looking pretty darn rough now.
When is this gonna end?
Brings us to Keegan, who's going to aim his heavy crossbow directly at Sam Cale. The bolt streaks straight across, catching him hard in the neck with a critical hit. Smashing him for 20 points of damage.
Oh, the exact amount of HP I have. Most excellent.
Shit.
Knocking him unconscious on the floor.
Heal it down!
With a bolt sticking out of his neck. Which brings us to the knight, who is going to continue doing what he's been doing. So the first one strikes Sam Cale hard on the floor.
I'll use the reaction again.
Crit, causing him to fail 2 death saves. Yeah, you can do your attack.
2 fails straight away.
Yep.
Yep, I've done that.
That misses. He's then going to bring his great sword around to try and catch Grim in the chops, which he does, smashing him for 13 points of damage. Which brings Leroy at the back.
Well, I'm just going to do my same thing and attack the guy I did. Because, yep. So this guy.
Okay.
Where's my sling? I'm guessing that didn't hit.
That does not hit, it just bounces harmlessly off his armour. So that brings us to Sam, who's not looking so good on the floor. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And he bloops out of his existence.
And you can see his chest stops rising. It would appear that all life has left and departed for Sam Cale.
Can I not use my thing when he rolls a 1? Right, let me just...
Did you take that in the end? I don't think you took that in the end, did you?
Right.
I think you were going to take that, but then you didn't.
Oh no, it says just the attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws.
Yeah, it is a saving throw.
It is a saving throw.
That's what I can use it then.
But
I've got that.
Yeah, but that's
no, that's just for you. There's a feat
Yeah.
you can take that applies to everyone, but you took something else instead. I think you took alert or something else instead. It's definitely not on your sheet.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you did. I don't recall.
It was
Heal her
something,
down.
something that you could have taken, but I can't see it on your sheet. So sadly, these are gonna. Poor Sam Cale, his lifeless corpse is glittering the battlefield. Brings us to the priest, who's going to wander over and try and mace Grim in the chops. Which rolls a 21, which is a miss.
I am going to charge.
Well, Dandy Wilkins has come in with a re-roll. He was a little bit late, but I'll allow it. So Sam, you've got a chance to live. Dvorak's dishing out the goodness to the B team.
Nice.
Nice. So you've got two fail. Oh no, that's a fail again. So you're dead. You're still dead. I mean, he tried, but yep, you're still dead. So that brings us to Narvanuth.
Well, I will. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to charge to the priest and use my short swords. There. 13 is just a hit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a hit against the priest. Just managed to score a hit against his throat. So it keeps going deeper and deeper, and the knife comes out of the back, severing the spinal cord. It falls onto the floor, going bloop.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to. I'm going to dash behind this guy. And then that's it.
Okay, brings us to Grim, who's looking a bit crestfallen and somber. The fact that he's just seen Sam Cale go down on the floor and not get up. The life's left him.
Best I can do is hydroflail this guy twice again. Well,
Thanks.
the guy I'm near anyway.
Yep. I figured you weren't going to hit Narv. And I presumed you didn't want to desecrate Sam Cale's corpse. That's a hit. That's a crit. Oh yeah,
Nice.
you bring you're spinning the flail around in pure rage. You're so mad and angry at the fact that you've just seen Sam Cale get slaughtered. You bring the Hydra flail around, catching him square in the temple, smashing his head off his shoulders as the fire cleanses the wound, so the blood doesn't spatter your fallen comrade. But the enemy does fall on the floor, going bloop.
Can I? No, I don't think I've got enough movement. Nope. I'll travel as far as I can to Keegan.
Okay.
Right here.
Yep.
That'll be it.
Okay. So Keegan, with seeing you approaching, drops to one knee, pulls out his crossbow, seems to be taking great aim at you, lets the bolt fly. However, you just bat it aside with your shield, you were ready for it, not having any of it.
Right then, I'm going to move to there. Give me a second. 1 second. I have to do my cue for me. Sure. Where's I doing it? Hold on. cute. Okay. There. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to can I shoot at Keegan, but like not like trying to kill him with my sling?
You can deal non-lethal damage. It's
Yeah,
still going to
I'll do
hurt
that.
him, like whatever you roll, but if he does drop to 0, then he won't die. But I don't
Okay.
think you can kill him with a sling, he's got quite a bit of health left. Yeah, that's a hit. As you whip the sling round, the small rock goes streaking through the air, smashing Keegan right between the eyes. You can see it's left a big bloody welt as blood starts running down his face. He kind of stands there, his eyes looking a bit glazed. He shakes his head, and his eyes begin to clear, and he just looks around and goes, "What have I done? What have I done?" And there you go. You have won the battle.
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean I get the item?
That does mean
Do I
you get
win?
the item, because technically, you know, that was the final blow. It just pulled him out of his mind control.
Nice. Oh, I've been hit him earlier in the head. We could probably save some. Shit.
So it's all very somber as you've killed the
Yes.
final guy. However, you all now, some of you for the first time notice that Sam Cale is definitely dearly departed. Keegan moves over, checks for a pulse. He's like, oh, he's a goner. However, they do have a temple in the city. If you've got enough money, they can revive him if we get there within a few days.
How much
Oh,
is it?
Doesn't matter, we'll figure out how to make sure we pay.
It's going to be it's at least 1,500 gold. It's not cheap.
We've got that. Research some bodies. The more
Are any-
gold.
We ask Keegan if any of his caravans are still alright to travel.
He's like, all the horses have been butchered. They're caught in the crossfire. All the wagons are sound. One of them got damaged, but other than that, I mean, all the cargo is intact, apart from one
We still have
wagon.
more horses.
Yeah, we still have
Yep.
our horses so we can saddle them up. So we tell him to move.
You've got 4 horses, but there are 5 carts.
Is there any chance of
We can only-
putting all the weight, distributing it onto 4?
There's no chance. They are full to the rafters.
Can I put some in my magical bag, which can carry 300 pounds?
Sure can.
How much have I got on me? I'll check how much weight I've got on me right now. I'm carrying 79.9.
Yeah, that's just on you. I don't think you've got anything in your bag.
Oh, that's great then. I'll put
Unless you
everything
have.
in my bag.
I don't remember you ever opening the bag.
I've not actually put anything in my bag. I don't remember.
As you open the bag to check its contents, a large swarm of rats come scurrying out of the bag.
Nice.
They swarm all over you, biting you viciously, causing 3 points of damage, and then they fuck off.
Is this part of the magic item?
It was. They yeet off. They run around, chomp on some corpses, and then yeet off the battlefield.
Right.
Look at that dance!
Okay, so I'll ask him what he wants to take the most.
Is that why
of
they-
the last part.
It was all part of the contract. They'll renegotiate, so it doesn't really matter whatever we can take. We won't
Okay,
get as
well,
good of a
that's-
deal, but I can certainly, at least get some payment for this and pay some reparations to the brave mercenaries that have died this day.
So I'll take £300 worth of weight from that last.
Okay, each cart has about £1,000 in it.
So there'll be 700 left.
So you're still leaving a good chunk behind, but you do have a good chunk of these supplies.
Should we start looking at these bodies to see if there's any?
First off, we need to make sure there's space on one of the carts to put Sam Akil's body. Huh?
Sam kills. We can. Well, shoot, we'll have to play his body in the wagon. Won't we? We need to carry it.
Either that, or we can always try strapping him to his own horse. Would that slow the caravan down?
It would. It won't. The horse won't be able to pull the
Right.
cart as well as have Sam strapped to him. Obviously, Sam's like quite heavy, and then he's got his heavy plate armor and stuff.
Could we carry him between us as we walk? Or would that not
It
work?
would slow you down quite a bit, but you can certainly carry him.
What do you guys think?
How much does he weigh?
In his armor and everything, he's going to be at least like nearly 300 pounds in all his armor and everything, and all his gear.
So what if the 300 pounds that Luke's taken out of one of the carriages, put Sam in it?
You're still a horse short. There's five carriages left. We've only got 4 horses.
So we'll have to take £300 of another caravan to be able to put Sam in a wagon.
Yep.
So we can always talk to our friend here and persuade him. Or try and persuade him.
Yeah, we'll try to persuade him.
What, to try and help you carry Sam?
To allow us to take something out of the wagon and put Sam in.
Yeah, Keegan really doesn't seem bothered. He seems more concerned about getting Sam Cale back to town than he is about his gold and his loot.
Winner.
So I don't need to do a persuasion check.
Are we just chucking a quick investigation?
He says, I think, I don't really care about the loot. I'm just glad you guys turned up when you did. B team saved my life. I'm just grateful about that. As far as I'm concerned, all that stuff's now yours. Apart from I'll need, say, maybe 1,000 gold to pay the mercenaries' families back. So it's considered it's like your stuff now. As long as I get about 1,000 from selling, pay all the mercenaries. We'll do whatever you want. I just want to, without this guy here, I would have been worm food. So my priority is just getting him to the temple and getting him restored.
Right. We'll throw a quick investigation to see any of the bodies.
Yeah, I'll do that now. Investigation. Never mind. 6.
I'll do it. I should be good at this.
Okay, you managed to, a quick cursory glance, you managed to find about 20 gold. And it was a very quick rifling through.
You can only do it twice, can't we? Between us.
That's for certain things like this. There's a lot of bodies, so if you want,
Oh,
I'll let everyone have a go on this, because there are a lot of bodies that would speed up your time. It's just like when you're all trying to like spot for traps in the same little area. That's more what I was trying to crack down on.
Yeah.
So if you want to search as well, Grim, you can, or if you're more interested in hoofing it to town, that's fine.
I'll throw one, and then really I want to get going with him.
Okay, so altogether you find about 300 gold, a nice looking ornate short sword. As Keegan stands over Sam, he's like, you can have my bow as well. I'm going to retire from it's too dangerous. You can keep this, it's a family heirloom. And he just places his heavy crossbow over Sam Cale and folds his arm over it.
Nice.
And you find 3 potions as well.
Just normal potions.
You don't know till you look at them. There's 3 potions.
Just write 3 potions down there, and then we'll hoof it to
Let's
town.
just look at them later. Let's just get to town first.
Yep. Okay, then we load up Sam into one of the wagons, and what crossbow was it? Heavy crossbow.
Yeah.
I wrote that down.
So basically,
Any
you're
chance?
leaving a full wagon with 1,000, and then taking 300 out, putting it in your bag, and then putting Sam in the back of one wagon.
Is there any chance we can try and quickly cover up one of the last carts, see if we can come back for it later or not?
Yeah, if you do a nature and a survival check.
Nature.
I think I'm pretty
If you do one of each to see like how good you cover the tracks, and if you if you notice
Wow.
any local foliage, that'll help. So yeah, do a survival as well. So you don't find a great deal of material or you find a decent-ish spot, but there's no real like branches or anything nearby that you can see that would help you to cover it. So you do what best you can. However, you're not very confident in the fact it's going to stay hidden.
Do you want to try chucking a trap down as well now?
Yeah. Do I need to do ability check or anything for placing traps?
Do you have a trap?
I think I. Right.
If not, you can fashion one, but it'll just be harder. Just use your thieves' tools.
Items. Blah, 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 blah. These tools.
Yeah,
I don't actually have any.
Yeah, if you just use your thieves' tools, click when it asks you, just do Dex. It'll just be a bit harder to set a trap if you don't actually have like one pre-made, but you can certainly make some kind of trap.
Yeah. Dexterity, wasn't it?
Yeah, when it comes down on the drop-down list, yeah. Yeah, you've managed to set a nice little snare trap. Anyone who gets relatively close to the wagon, the trap will spring and it will hold them upside down over a nearby tree. The way you position the cart, they can come from the other side, so it might not be fully effective, but you're confident at least that side's protected. The main side from the trail.
Yeah.
So can we just quickly mark it on one of our maps, then we know roughly the area?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll know the area.
And then we, as long as we've got Sammy Keel's body on, we hoof it as fast as we can to the temple.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So you can put a mark on the map where you are currently. I'll just move the symbol out of the way and you can just mark the map, or I can do it for you.
How do you mark it?
Just use the...
Just use the draw tool, there you go, I've just put a cross. There you go, your map's marked, you now know where it is. As you start setting off, Keegan says it's going to be about another, at this pace, at least 6-7 hours till we get to the main city.
And how many days do we have to revive? Sorry.
You get about a week, depending on how bad the corpse was, how much he was corpseified.
That's not, is it?
Yeah, just get straight there and straight to the temple.
Okay. So as you approach the main gates, you can see there's a big wall all the way around. You can hear lots of sounds. It's probably about 5-6 o'clock by the time you get there. So there's still lots of activity. There's all kinds of smells and sights. It looks as though most of the town is split up into major districts. Keegan obviously advised that you do need to go to the temple district. To get him resurrected. However, he's like, you might not want to go with all this loot. We can kind of drop all the stuff off with my friend, the person who we were meant to do the trade. I can explain the situation and wait there with the goods while you hoof it over to the temple to get Sam Kale resurrected.
I'm good with that, if you guys are.
Yeah, sounds good.
Do we trust him? In private conversation.
I trust him. I mean, he's just give up everything and give us the loot. If he tries anything, then fair dues. I'd rather get Sam back.
Yeah. Okay, yep, sounds good.
Okay, so Keegan starts taking all the horses and the loot into the trade district. He's marked it on your map. He's gonna meet you there. He's just gonna be waiting outside the main office that he had the dealings with. He was contracted to bring the stuff for. While you guys heft Sam Kale and start walking towards the temple district. You do get quite a lot of strange looks as you are hefting a dead body around. a few guards kind of walk up to you and they question what you're doing, what's with the dead body. Obviously, you explain you've just been a battle, you need to get to the temple as fast as you can. Two of them break off from the main patrol and start escorting you to the temple district, as you seem to have got a bit lost and were wandering in the wrong direction. Obviously, never been to Scrimmage before. It was a bit of an issue. But eventually they lead you to the temple district. You can see there's massive ornate temples to various different faiths. The militiamen bow and say, hopefully the priest can sort your friend out. And as they leave, you can just see several different temples to varying different gods. There is one that all of you recognise, which is the Temple of Helm, which is renowned throughout the realm as good and protector of all things. It also happens to be the largest temple in the dead centre of the district.
I'd say we just go to main one, biggest one.
Yeah. Because I really thought it was going to be Dimok's like temple then, from when he was with us.
Walking into Damok just stood there like, what the fuck you want? Can anybody remember what faith Sam was?
No, I don't remember him saying.
No, let's just go to the big one.
Okay, so as you walk through the temple, there's no doors. You can see several acolytes in silent prayer. As you make your way through, there's like a grand ornate statue in the dead centre of a man clad in full plate mail with a two-handed sword, just resting it blade down in like solemn prayer. The statue's well over 40 feet tall. It's just like remarkable craftsmanship. It's an amazing statue. And as you look upon the statue, you feel a sense of wellness and well-being stirring through you, even though it is obviously a very sombre occasion as you walk with the body of Sam Cale to the main altar. You can see that there is a monk dressed in slightly different attire compared to the acolytes who's in silent prayer with his back towards you.
We walk up to him, ask him if we're in the right place to get someone revived.
He just holds a hand up, spends 30 seconds finishing his prayer, stands up, turns round, and looks at Sam's broken body and goes, "Looks like someone has been taken a bit before their time. What can we do for you today?"
We're hoping we can bring Samakil back from wherever he's gone.
He's like, I'll just have a quick look at the deceased. He starts looking over, he's like, everything's very fresh. I'm guessing it happened maybe a day ago at tops. Be quite a fresh wound, so definitely no issue with time. It's just whether Helm be praised, he will deem his soul worthy and bring it back. It will require a few ingredients on behalf of the temple, so it's going to be 1,500 gold. If you have this, then we can start performing the ritual right away. It's often best to get these things done sooner rather than later.
Yep, straight away.
Let's do it.
Yes. Please, sir.
He pulls out a collection plate from behind his back.
We just drop like the wad in.
It appears he wants his gold up front.
I bring out the gold and place it all in.
Okay, he doesn't bother counting it, he just puts it to one side. He's like, place your friend on the altar. I will need you all to help me in the restoration process.
Well, I'll take it we follow his instruction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you place the recumbent form of Sam Cale on the altar. The monk priest walks up to the top, puts his hands on his face and starts chanting. He then beckons everyone else to place their hands upon him as well.
We do. What I do.
And
We all
do. And if you can all roll a d20 as well, please.
Yep.
I thought that was a 1 then.
It was super close to being a 1.
My heart went.
So the priest starts muttering under his breath. the soul is strong, the bond between you is also strong. See if Helm can deliver his soul back into his body to continue on the good fight. Takes there's a few long baited moments, nothing seems to be happening. The glow seems to fade from the priest's hands as he just looks up at the giant statue. It looks like there's worry creasing his brow. It appears as though the ritual has failed.
Wait, what?
Maybe we have to do it again.
The priest looks over and says, "There's no second chances either. Hell must have not judged him worthy, I'm afraid. It looks like his soul is to spend eternity in the void, until it is claimed by another one." As he's saying this and looking really mournful, you can hear behind you Samkael taking a deep, ragged breath as his body does start to stir and come back to life.
Sorry, I've just read the chat with Sam.
Yep, this is why he hates God. I mean, he might rescind that, now the ritual's worked and, God's brought him back to life, but...
Yeah.
Fuck you! I own my own life, you fucking moron!
Not today! Fucking hell, we're well worried then.
I actually thought you were going to have to make a new character. I was like...
So you are
Where am I?
restored with one health.
One. Oh, Christ.
Where am I? What is this place? Is this hell?
Woo! You can. The priest comes over and lays his hand upon Samkael's brow and goes, "Be still, my brother. You are in the Temple of Helm. You are safe. Your friends have brought you here, and through their will, we have managed to bring your soul back into your body. You once again live."
I'll look around. So this is hell. I'm in a
That-
fucking temple, and these morons are still here. God damn it!
The priest looks taken aback and says, I would refrain from using such language in such a holy place."
Yeah, that might not be a great idea, that, mate.
I don't
Oh.
give a shit. I'm out of here.
He's like, "Helm giveth, but Helm also taketh."
Sure.
We thank him for his efforts and leave the temple.
As Sam tries to stand up, his legs buckle underneath him and he falls hard on the floor. It appears as though there's going to be a state of recuperation needed to get over his ordeal of been resurrected back to life.
I throw his arm over mine, over my shoulder and try and...
Wait. I need to check something first. Oh, it's still there. Good.
Yeah, no, he didn't take any penises, don't worry.
There was a chance that Leroy was going to have that bad boy, but he behaved.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll try and take his weight and walk back to the meeting place in, was it Trade District?
Trade Centre, I think.
Yeah, same place.
I
So
can't feel my legs.
it takes the best part of an hour to traverse the street. So obviously supporting Samkael, who's now back from the living. As you make the progress, a bit of strength does seem to return, and after about 40 minutes or so, he does seem to be able to hold his own weight once again and be able to walk unaided. However, he does look haggard and harrowed from the entire experience.
I'm a bit sweaty.
So I turn to Samkael and ask, what was it like?
Having an argument with apparently God. It was fun. Yeah, a good argument. I slapped him in the face. Pretty standard, And then all of a sudden he just like flicked his fingers and I just flew backwards and then now I'm here.
If you roll a deception and everyone roll an insight to see whether you believe him or not.
That's going to be fun.
This is where I really want to actually get him to like
If you
max.
win this, I'm going to be so upset.
No, if I lose this, I'm going to be upset.
You say perception?
Yeah, no, insight for you.
Insight.
Insight. I'm this.
And
Deception?
deception for Sam.
There's the insight.
Well, of course I lose. I mean,
So yeah, everyone understands that you are lying. Obviously, it's up to them whether they take you at face value or not. I'm just going to nip to Lou, but obviously you can keep chatting about your ordeal. I can still hear you.
I don't really care if you believe me or not. He's an asshole. I'm back here, so you know.
Is it really a good idea to like
Call God an
dismiss a
asshole.
god that's just brought you back?
Yeah.
I mean,
So lucky someone didn't
before
do
I
the one
met
with
you
the-
guys, I was tortured, forced to heal people. I was a holy man and nothing happened, so you know, I don't give a fuck.
I thought you were gonna say, I was a holy man and then I met you fuckers.
No, I was tortured before I met you guys.
Fucking hell, I think we all need a drink tonight.
So now I'm being tortured by God by coming back here like a fucking scumbag. Damn it. Forcing to heal some scrubs again.
There's a magic tower
I'm a what?
in this city.
Stars Magic Tower.
It sounds like Leroy's been checking out the tourist information and he's reading his map.
Wow, nice. God damn it. And I was in the process of being reincarnated into another character, but then back here. Fuck's sake.
Oh, we needed our healer.
Yeah, he was looking forward to being a level 1 scrub again.
Oh well.
Just getting a drink and then I'll be with you lads.
Nice.
Yeah, in fact, that sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna nip Blue.
Yeah. We'll just leave the cripple to walk in this city where he doesn't know where he's at right now.
It's right, you're at the trade station and you see a familiar face. You can see Keegan waiting by the horses and carts.
Hi Keegan, why'd you shoot me in the face?
Keegan's my best friend.
Well, he shot me in the neck. I don't think he's my best friend anymore.
I snapped him out of it, so, and he doesn't hate me, which is lucky.
Sure.
So we need to look at our potions, and this ornate sword, and this heavy crossbow, which I don't know.
I'm surprised I
if you,
still got everything.
that means
Who-
wait, you use a crossbow, don't
Who
you?
looted me?
No one looted you.
Wow. I should
Yeah, they
feel
were
blessed.
quite reverent with your body, in fairness.
I should feel blessed, but I'm not.
You use a crossbow, don't you, Sam?
What?
You're able to use a crossbow.
He
I
uses a
suppose.
light crossbow, he won't be able to use a heavy crossbow. Well, he can use it, but he won't get his proficiency bonus.
What was
Right.
that? What was that short sword we found?
It's ornate. I need to check it.
I want to get some food in my belly. I feel empty inside.
Well, that was
That's just
eventful.
a tool.
Okay, so yeah, you've just arrived back at the trade district. You can see Keegan in front of you with the wagons. He's motioning to a very ornate-looking building in front of him, and he's like, "This is the place I had the deal made with Jerry, the trade master." So obviously we can go in and see. He's going to screw us hard because we don't have the full shipment, but we can always see what he'll give us.
Alright.
Aye.
Let's go then.
I still have that £300 in my bag as well.
We can always
Sure do.
mention that we have tried to hide the other one, so we might be able to pick it back up.
Yes.
But we walk through and follow Keegan.
Well, Keegan suggests that you just empty the £300 that you took back onto one of the wagons.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
As you do that, a swarm of angry rats comes out of the bag yet again, bites you for 2 points of damage, and then scurries off.
I'm really not liking this fecking thing, man.
Why do you have rats in your bag?
It's the magic. It's what the magical item does. I didn't know this until that.
It would
Can
appear
be
that
lucky.
it's a cursed magical item that every time you open the bag, a swarm of rats will come out, bite you, and fuck off.
Well, that's nice.
I
Now
could-
you're just
wait, so how
giving
much
more
damage
rats
do
to the
those-
world.
We might want to see if we can take that curse off.
We could use it in battle.
Well, thus far they've only seemed to bite you and then run
I'm
off.
gonna
but I
say they
don't know how
bite
you
you.
can, how you can weaponise that, but you can always try. I mean, you can always try.
You could just open it on top of someone's head.
I mean, we could always try. Like, we could always just get a longbow and shoot freaking Gnar out of it.
So as Keegan escorts you inside, he nods at the two guards who recognise him. They just wave you in. As you go in, you can see it's a very ornate office. There's nice paintings, fancy tapestries. The curtains look like they're imported silk. As you make your way into the main foyer, you get ushered into a back room which looks like a little office. You can see there's a balding short gnome sat behind a desk. There's books just literally littered all over the place. Everything does have like a nice air of quality to it. Everything seems rather nice and fancy, like he's making bank. As you walk in, he doesn't even look up. He just continues writing in his ledger.
Charming.
Is this Jerry?
Keegan goes, yep, this is Trademaster Jerry. This is the guy we had the deal with. Jerry closes the book, looks up and he's like, Keegan, I hope all is well. Keegan responds, well, not really. We got ambushed. Everyone's dead. These guys came and saved me, who I met on the road. One of their members did die, but we've just got him resurrected. Thank the gods. We were still in time to get him resurrected. Jerry's like, that's such a shame. So how about the cargo? Is the cargo intact?
We explained that we've got all but one of the
Yeah.
carriages with us, but we did manage to hide it as best we could.
And track it.
Let's talk numbers. How much of the original shipment have you got?
4,000?
There's 4,000 in it, and then 1,000
Yeah.
left at the site.
Well, that's not enough to cover the contract. I can give you for that much because there's no guarantee of the other turning up. If that turns up, we can give you some more cash, but I could probably stretch to 2,500 gold.
So we can get $1,500.
We asked Keegan what was he promised originally.
For the full load, it was 5,000.
Oh!
That is a hell of a hit.
I stare at the goblin and be like, surely we can come to a better
Goblin is a
arrangement.
gnome.
I was about to say, Jerry looks at you
No.
like, why are you looking at me like I'm a goblin? I'm a gnome.
No, even.
What are you saying, Adam?
So,
I don't-
what are you saying,
Surely we can come to some sort of a better arrangement than that. That's less than half.
That's pretty much the best you're gonna get.
Could I try and persuade him
You can always try.
to give us a bit more?
Yeah, and what are you gonna say to him to try and persuade him?
About 3,500.
No, I meant what were you going to say to him to persuade him to do it?
Yes, go.
Oh, I was gonna say. Well,
Is that all you're saying?
How about we get 3,500 now, and then we will go and try and get the other 1,000
God.
where we hid it. What do you feel about that deal?
roll your persuasion.
Wasn't very persuasive, I'll be honest.
He looks up and goes,
Ooh.
best I can do is 2.5 now. 2.5 if you manage to get the entire stock. If not, it's just 2.5. I'm gonna have to pull in other trade caravans now to meet the rest of demand. I don't want my name getting sullied, so I'm gonna have to pay more to get the rest and fulfill the client's contract. I mean, if you can get the rest of it, within 3 days, then yeah, I can give you the full 5 as originally dealed with Keegan. Other than that, it's 2.5.
But I think we're just gonna have to accept it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
quite-
we chuck our heads together and just privately say like the best thing we can really do here is take it, have the quick rest, the long rest, shoot straight back out and see if we can catch that cart before it gets taken by somebody
Yeah.
else.
Because I rolled a 19 and he still didn't accept the deal I wrote.
Everybody in agreement?
Yeah.
Sam?
Don't look at me, I was dead.
So yeah, we agreed to his terms. I can't even remember his name. The not goblin guy.
Jerry.
Jerry.
It's the easiest name ever to remember.
I can remember Keegan and everything, but I can't remember fucking Jerry.
Can't remember poor old Jerry.
God damn it,
I
Jerry.
like Jerry. He reminds me of Rick and Morty Jerry.
So yeah, we'll settle on 2.5 now, and then 2.5 if we can get the rest.
Well, we only get 1.5 because Keegan gets the other 1,000.
Yeah, but we don't tell him that.
Yeah. We don't need to tell this guy. So you know where the gold's at, you know.
So yeah,
So,
we'll take the 2.5 now for what we've got.
ask Keegan if he's got any shelter for the night, so we can have a rest.
So Jerry goes, so we've got a deal. Everything included, 2.5 now, 2.5 if you get the rest of it.
Yeah.
Alright, done. He pulls out a big pouch of gold, slaps it on the desk, you can hear it jangling. And he's like, well, if that's all, he just shoos you out of his office.
Jerry!
And he's like, pleasure doing business with you.
So we take our gold and we exit.
Yep.
And I
And
say to
blast.
the other guy, stubborn bastard.
As you're leaving, the guards look down at you and go, he can be, but don't let him hear you say that.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we ask
thanks for the
Keegan.
warning.
Yeah, cheers for warning. So we ask Keegan if he's got some place he knows we can at least rest and recuperate.
Well, on the road, I generally just rent one. There's plenty of taverns near the docks, like in the centre. I just generally rest, go to a random tavern, rest up, and then I depart. I don't really spend much time here. Just generally dropping off and moving on to the next contract.
Well, here's the £1,000, gold you wanted.
Ah, wonderful. He's like, I'll get this distributed amongst the mercenaries that lost their lives. Their families can at least have some kind of support in these harsh times.
Aye.
Is that all you've got?
No one else is saying anything.
Big Dragon Ball and all gruff and everything just goes, aye.
Aye, sir.
I'm gonna collapse, so I'm just gonna sleep here if we're not gonna rest anytime soon, you know. 'Cause I'm half dead.
You're not half dead, you're alive. We made sure of
I'm
it.
half alive then.
Right, we're going to find a tavern in the tavern area.
I ask if Keegan wants to at least join us for a hearty drink.
He's like, yeah, I'll raise a toast to the men we've lost today. He's like, there's an inn I usually go to, it's called the Silver Tongue.
We
Follow your
walk away
lead.
from and say, after you, good sir.
Okay, so
Hopefully the ale is extremely strong.
it takes about another 30-40 minutes to reach the inn.
Ooh. If this ended up being the same map for half of us, and we were like, oh, this looks awfully familiar.
This looks like the inn that we had to chase that freaking
It was.
fishy guy.
It's not, what do you mean? This is the Silver Tongue. Well then, oh look, a Dragonborn!
Hail, brother!
At this, you see another Dragonborn joining your party of Dragonborns. He gives you a warrior salute, putting his fist over his breast.
And I do the same and be like, it's nice having a big dick.
He just he looks over at the other Dragonborns and goes, "Ah, black Dragonborns, am I right?" And just nudges him in the ribs.
You guys are so lucky I do not start a fight.
You fucking better not, man.
Because I know this one is like level 7.
I swear to God, I'll take that penis cutter off you and use it on you.
Well then, I'm just gonna walk away because someone's being racist again.
You find out that, you know, back in this fantasy land, everyone is a bit racist.
I'm waiting for someone to shout out something.
I mean,
We
half
rent a room to
half
go
of
to
it
bed.
you kind of deserve it when you just walk in to some Dragonborns you've never met before and go, it's good having big dicks, isn't it? It's like, what do you expect?
Well, it is.
As you can see, the inn is quite busy. There's quite a lot of people dotted around. The few are a bit drunk, others are quite sober. There's plenty of food. There's a bit of music playing in the background. The music almost reminds you of your inn, with a bit of a pirate jaunt going on in the background.
I wonder why.
Because we all missed the waifu, that's why. We need to find a room.
Well, first off, I think we need a fucking drink.
No, first off, I'm going to bed. Fuck you guys.
We can't just not pay for a room.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and pay for a room now
Yeah.
and go straight to bed. Fuck you guys.
We'll secure a room and then we'll have a drink with Keegan.
Okay.
Right then, we'll go talk to this nice bar lady.
So you can't just say, I secure a room. You need to go and secure said
Well-
room.
The person who has all the coin is currently stood with 2 other Dragonborns.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to the bar lady, asking to book some rooms.
Go on then.
Good sir. I don't think I've seen you around these parts. What can we get for you?
We need rooms for enough of 5. Well, 4. Will we pay for Keegan?
Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll pay for Keegan. 5 people.
I've only got 3 rooms available. As you can see, we are a bit busy at the moment. Some of them are doubles, but yeah, I've only got the 3 available for this evening.
We can top and tail.
I've got some more freeing up tomorrow. I'll have another room free on the morrow.
Well,
Get the
we
3
could
rooms.
give us 3 rooms and we'll figure something out
Yeah, they're 15 gold a night
for each room.
for
Or
each
what-
room.
or-
For each room.
Okay. Well, here you are. I'll hand over the 45 gold.
She scoops the gold into the front of her apron. It's got a nice little pocket.
Really thought you were going to say cleavage.
At that point, I smack the Dragonborn on his shoulder and say, for God's sake, keep it clean.
And doing 2 points of damage.
I mean, you're gonna have some long arms, Jesus.
Alright, I jump as well.
You're all the way. No, you're all the way at the bloody entrance to the tavern. You're gonna have some long arms.
Oh, right, yeah. Oops. There you go.
She's like, well, the rooms are. You just need to go behind the bar and up the stairs. All the rooms are up there. She hands you 3 keys. Everything's marked. You'll easily be able to find your room.
Well,
Awesome.
thank you.
I'll have one of those keys now because I'm going to bed.
Alright, take your key and go to bed.
Thank you. Can I just go around the bar this way?
Yep.
Or-
You just go round the bar.
Awesome.
It's not the
See-
best laid out of inns.
I was going to say, why am I going behind the bar? But oh well. I piss off upstairs to go to bed. And just full on KO.
Grumbling all the while about God.
Like, fucking
And we would
asshole.
like-
Can't believe that guy.
4
Right.
4 meals, please.
4 ales.
Are you not having one, Avenue?
I'm having one. I said 4.
Yeah, 4.
Freaking hell, the ale's gonna be bigger than him.
Like, which
Maybe
ale do you
some
want? We've got a fine selection.
Which is your best one?
The best one will be Bugman's. That's 5 gold. 5 gold an ale.
We'll splash out for the first ale. And get cheaper as we go along.
That sounds like a
Okay.
fine plan. So 4 Bugman's.
Yes.
So she wanders off, and you can hear her tapping a brand new keg, and she comes back with 4 foamy ales. They smell absolutely divine as she places them on the bar.
I pick up one of the mugs, go and sit at our nice little deserted table right there. And once everybody else decides to join us,
Should we
Put
go
me,
on to a
little-
different table?
you cheeky fucker.
Keegan
me,
joins you at the table and sits down next to you.
I'm
Put
gonna
me
stop
a
this
glass in the air and just say to the fallen.
Keegan
And
says to
drink
fallen
half of it.
comrades, he pours half of his beer on the floor and then just chugs the other half in one big draft. He's just like, and it's gone.
Adam's secretly saying to himself, "What a fucking waste."
Literally, my first thought is, why the fuck is he just throwing it on the floor?
I'm gonna
Pouring one
down
out for his
mine.
homies.
Ah, right, okay.
Well, our friend got revived, so we don't
So
need
we're
to
just
do
gonna down it.
that. We need to do like a check ability or a roll. to see what
If you're
happens.
downing it all in one, yeah, you'll only need to do a Constitution save.
I'm not down in it all in one.
Okay, you're
I'm
sipping.
down.
You're sipping yours, are you?
Yeah.
Budgies.
In a budgie supper.
What are we throwing?
Constitution save.
Saving throw.
Oh yeah.
12.
Come on, dwarfism. Yes.
You can both, you can enjoy that it's a fantastic ale. It's the best ale you've had in your entire life. Bugman's definitely living up to its price tag. It is quite a strong, heady beer. So you are feeling quite tipsy, but you're still definitely in full control. You've definitely got a nice buzz going on.
Buzzing.
Alright. The thing is, do we get drunk or do we not?
No,
Because the
there's no
idea
point
is
getting
we've
drunk
got
because
time
we've got to go
tomorrow.
out first thing to get that cart.
Alright then. I'll just chat to our friend here. And just talk to him for a bit and ask what he's doing with his life now.
Like I don't know. I need a change of pace. I need to think about settling down, getting some steady work. I've had
How
enough of
about-
this life on the road. It's too close today, far too close.
How about you go check out our own pub back in... I've forgotten the name of our town.
Hunt.
Hunt.
Cunt sounds an awful lot like cunt.
I am
think
surprised
that's
you
the choice.
took that risk then.
You're not here.
Oh, even better.
I'm surprised he's not said it more then.
That's the third one I've dropped.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've not even noticed.
I've got to say, I've not noticed one.
Wow. Wow.
It's because we've been so used to being able to say it now.
He's like, wow. What kind of work have you got going at this inn of yours?
Well, they've got a sheriff's department. Well, whatever it is, militia. With a really cool boss who likes to drink a lot.
What
What's
kind
it
of
called?
work have you got going at this inn of yours? Well, there's a sheriff department in town.
Well, yeah. Well, if he goes to our pub, he's gonna meet this guy, become best friends, and he's gonna be like, "Well,
We always have need of chefs, of waiters or barmen.
would a
I could always give it a
Bloody
try.
God.
Does it come with lodgings, this job?
We'll sort something out for you.
I'll set off back to town on the morrow then. I'll let them know if you got like some kind of piece of paper or something, just to let them know I'm coming and I've got a job. They might not know what's going on if I just turn up and go, oh, by the way, I work here now.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Who's got the best handwriting? Because I've got big dragon claws.
I jot something down in common tongue for the servants. Or seal, or whatever we've got.
Staff.
Staff, even. I knew what I meant. Probably not the correct term to be throwing around right now.
Alright then. I think we should go and have our long rest.
And heal.
Yes,
we
and
also
heal.
need to get this ale at our inn at some point.
Yes, what was the name of it again? It could be a specialist.
Something with B.
B.
It started with a B, I think.
I'll ask the bard agent again what the name of that ale is.
That's
Hello?
Bugman's.
Bugman's.
Write it down.
Write that down, we need that shit.
That is it's a good brew. It's not cheap. It's imported from the south, down past the Shah Desert.
Well, thank you. Also, just an idea, but if you hear of anyone going towards Punt, please tell them to check out our inn, and we'll do the same if we hear them going to this place. Just as a partnership kind of thing.
I have to run that by the manager.
Okay. Just an idea.
He's not in today, but
We'll be in town for a few days, anyway.
that's
when
no
he's-
worries. I'll pass the message on.
Alright then, shall we go to sleep?
Yeah, let's go to sleep.
Yeah. Bid
Adam,
the,
your health is so low.
You are?
Your health is so low.
Oh yeah, I'm on like 4. So we bid the less good night and then off we pop.
Thank you for the ale.
Okay. So you have a nice long rest.
You check that out, I got the cue right.
I did. I checked it. First time for everything.
Don't get used to it.
So as you awaken in the morning, you can smell breakfast wafting up the stairs.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
We need to go and get some of that.
I want some sausages.
I lean over and check on Sammy Keel and see how he's doing.
Seems like he's dead.
I'm gonna search him like he's gone. Sam!
Seems like he's mugging you right off.
Well, I'm gonna and get some breakfast when my thing loads in.
B-Team strikes again!
As you walk downstairs, you can see Keegan just face planting on the table. It looks like he just stayed there overnight, just drinking on his own. You can see there's a small pool of vomit that's been spreading out from him over the evening. He's just face down in a pile of vomit.
He's died on his own vomit now. I'm gonna go check his pulse.
Oh.
He stirs a little as you touch his neck. He's like, and it's not time yet, fucking. And he goes back to sleep.
Ah, my best friend. Well
So
then, I'm
we-
gonna go for some breakfast.
Yeah. I mean, have we got Sam back yet?
I'm back. I'm
Oh,
here.
hello!
Oh,
You thought you
I
died?
don't
think
wake
that,
up.
the god took you back?
no. I punched him in the face again. And then I woke up. So, you know.
You coming down with breakfast?
Fuck yeah. I'm starving.
Yeah, we go down and we ask about the breakfast or whatever.
How much is breakfast?
Breakfast. We got a special offer on buy one get one free today. The gold for 2. It's just a nice bit of back bacon and some blood sausage. Well, it's a good deal.
Sounds delicious.
We should probably buy some for Keegan because he's probably got nothing in his stomach either.
You really think he's going to keep it down?
Well,
Why don't we ask them to keep it until he's properly awake?
yes. It'll cost us like £3 gold. I'll have 2 then. I'm a hungry dragon boy.
You fat fuck!
Well, for the price of like, you're gonna be paying 3 gold anyway.
Yeah, she is. So she's like, at 6 breakfast, we'll hold his back, but on one condition, you clean up that table.
Juggernaut.
Alright, I've got mage hand, so I'll just start cleaning. Can I have a cloth then? Because I don't want to be doing it. Just bare mage hand, just smearing it everywhere.
Oh, yeah, she
Yes,
reaches into her bosom and pulls out a large cloth. Nah, it's a bit warm, but it'll do the job.
We don't mind warm.
Yeah,
And
so
I just get to work.
she puts 5 breakfasts on the bar, and she's like, well, we'll keep his for when he's a bit more alive. You just clean all the vomit up, and Keegan barely stirs.
Alright. So, I'll wolf down my breakfast. And then start cleaning with my mage hand. You know, zoom, zoom.
So you pound your double breakfast and then start cleaning.
When personally, I'd have probably done it the other way around, but you know.
Yeah, but I might
You
have
do
lost
you.
my appetite.
Okay, so everyone else has their brekkie.
Yeah, we've all eaten now.
Yum yum yum.
What do you call it? First off, can we get Leroy to do his insight investigation jobber on that beautiful crossbow that Keegan gave us?
Yes.
Sam's internet's turned off. He's put it in the chat.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Normally it's me and Nico who are having problems.
Yes, it's everyone but us today.
Yeah, Leroy can cast identify on the thing. It'll take 10 minutes, but he can do it while everyone else is having breakfast.
And then
Well,
can
yeah.
you identify that short sword?
I'll do it for 20 minutes. I'll do it on that short sword as well.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the crossbow is quite an ornate crossbow. It's a heavy crossbow +1 that also does an extra 1d4 cold damage.
Nice.
Well, I don't think I can carry it, so.
No, it's nice.
There's only one person who can use it.
I bet it's Adam.
Yeah, it will be me.
It's Adam or Luke.
At full proficiency, anyone can use it. Won't be very good with it.
Pretty sure if Matt used it, he would go flying backwards the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt would really struggle seeing as it's as big as him.
I'd be like that small guy in Pirates of the Caribbean when he shoots that shotgun and goes flying backwards.
Sure would.
So yeah, we'll give that to Adam.
Okay, and the short sword is a very ornate looking short sword. It's got for the handle, it's got like a viper coiled round going down via the blade. It almost has a green hue to it. It is a short sword +1 that does 1d6 poison damage as well.
Ooh.
1d6.
I'll be getting that on your main hand, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my.
You've only got +1 on your normal one anyway, so it'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Sam's back!
Oh, we've got to do it on the potions as well. We've got 3 potions to do.
So I'll add that to my character sheet.
I'll do it, don't worry.
Okay.
What
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
write
I
it
was
down so I
smited.
remember.
The crossbow is a heavy crossbow. There's only me that can actually use it proficiently, unless you want to have it at no proficients.
What's the point? I won't do any damage anyway. I don't do any damage with my light crossbow. What do you think I'm going to do with my heavy with
Yeah.
disadvantage?
And then Matt's got a nice short sword that is, what was it, 1d6 of poison as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well as +1. Also, will my insight work on the potions that we got?
Yeah, identify.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Uh,
that's fine.
One way to find out.
Well, I'll do that. Are they all the same potion though? Or we'll have to do it separate on each one.
As you look at them, you can see that there's 2 different types of potions.
Right, I'll have to do like.
You have
30
to do it
minutes
twice.
Or whatever, yeah. Twice. Identify twice in the potions.
Okay, the first one is just a Bob standard normal healing potion. And the other 2 potions, you are unable to discern what they are. It appears as though you are unsure. Your magic almost fizzles out while trying to identify them.
So I need to find someone else to do it.
Right, so Viper Sting.
That's the name of the sword.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I take it then we're going for the cart. See if we can get the other cart back.
Well, who's having this other potion first?
Well, yeah, who wants it? I'm out altogether. But I don't
Yeah, I've
know.
got
I've
no
only got
potion.
one potion.
Well, either Luke or Adam, because they don't have any.
I would say Adam because he is a tank.
Yeah, I'll take it. Just a normal one.
Yeah. And we can always buy more potions somewhere.
Yeah, we need to start making more gold.
Well, we
What
made
do we have? I'm assuming my resurrection wasn't cheap.
1,500. But we made that back with the carts.
So if we can get that other cart back safely, then we get another 2,500.
Do you mean I have to go back to the place where I died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to try and get the other cart, then yes.
God fucking damn it.
So are we gonna shoot off, grab our horses, and set off on a trot?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you go to get your horses, they are no
It's
longer
stolen, haven't they?
in the square.
Oh, we didn't fucking set them up.
They're no longer in the trade district. Jerry said, does that include everything? And you said yes.
Oh,
As-
he's taken our
As
horses.
your horses were attached to the carts, he has taken your horses as part of the deal. That's why he
Bastard.
specified everything's all in, and you went, yep.
I go to Grim, tap him on the shoulder and say, are you sure this isn't hell?
At that point, I start turning the same red ginger colour of my beard.
They don't get mad at me, dwarf.
And I start cursing the little gnome bastard.
So you estimate it's going to take you the best part of a full day to get back to where you were on foot.
Well, at least I get the feeling back in my legs. Ugh.
Do we do that, or do you want to scour for some horses?
Well, with the horses.
Well, we need a horse to bring the cart back, don't
Yeah.
we?
That's what we do as well.
Why don't we just ask Jerry if we can have them back?
You really think that tight ass little shit is going to give us the horses back?
I mean, would you?
You slandered Jerry.
Jerry's a cunt.
Told you.
We can only ask.
Just
I think we
let's
still
just go
have
get
to
a
think.
horse.
We'll need more than one horse.
Okay. How big's the carriage? I don't know. I was dead.
Yeah, the horse.
I said
The...
we ask Jerry just because he might say yes.
Alright, okay.
You
I'll
just
follow
need
your lead.
one horse to pull it, because all the other carts just took one horse.
Yeah. Even if he gives us one horse just to pull the carriage back, it's
Yeah.
better than.
I say we just ask and just see what he says.
Yeah, I'll follow you guys.
Okay, so it takes you about half an hour to get to the trade centre. You go into Jerry's office. He's sat there. He doesn't look up. He's just writing in one of his many ledgers, casually flicking through and making notes.
And before this gets worse.
Jerry,
He's
this
like,
is us.
"Yes, have you got my cart?"
No, yet not yet. We forgot to mention that our horses were the ones attached to the carriages.
You mean my horses?
No, your horses died.
No, my horses are in my stable outside. It's like
Didn't I just
it's
read them?
they're not my They weren't his horses, they were Keegan's horses. The ones that died.
Why did we come here? Why didn't we just go and get another horse?
He's like,
we borrow a
I
horse?
can sell you a horse.
How much for
How
one?
much?
200 gold.
Yeah, no.
How much to rent a horse?
I don't rent horses. They quite
How
often get sold or mistreated or die. He emphasises the word sold.
Yeah, because he's a cunt.
Shut.
Where?
I would say just use the 200 gold.
I would literally just turn around, walk back out, and go and find a frigging stables that we can buy a horse a hell of a lot cheaper from.
Yeah, we can do that. Well, we'll be off. We might be back when we go to look for a stables.
Okay. So you start wandering off around town. Have you got any particular place you're going to be going in town, or just aimlessly wandering, asking people?
No, there will be. I reckon just it, because we could still be in the trade centre. It's not just one building, is it? There'll be
No,
other
there's-
trade.
There's many buildings.
We'll look around the trade centre for anyone who will sell a horse.
And we'll ask people like if there's anywhere they know.
Okay.
So investigation.
Well, Leroy, you do a perception because you're looking, and Grim do an investigation because you're asking.
Charlotte.
Nice.
No person.
So Leroy really can't see any obvious stables or places that would sell horses, and Grim's line of questioning isn't really getting him anywhere fast. After about 40 minutes of just randomly questioning people, someone does point him towards the main gate, and he says that there's a big stable just outside the main gate.
To the main gate.
With all haste!
So it takes you a good 40 minutes to get to the main gate. As you just exit, you can see a large stable on your right hand side with many horses, and they've got wagons and tack and everything you'd ever need regarding a horse.
Hey guys, can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
How did you enter this city?
We walked through the gate.
You just walked into a city through a wall, or did you come through the main gate where passing through all the horses?
They were a bit preoccupied with trying to get you to the healer, buddy.
Yeah,
They didn't really
looking around. At
They were just following Keegan. They didn't pay any attention to anything on the way in.
Excuses.
Next time you can fricking bring your own ass back.
I've got the feeling if he dies again, no one's going to bother bringing him back.
Yeah, he's not really very thankful, is he?
I think they're just going to leave him next time. Jesus.
So we walk up and ask the whoever's about if we can talk to someone about buying some horses.
Yeah, you can see there's a stable hand just mucking out some of the horses. He leans over and goes, "Yeah, 75 gold to buy a horse."
Should we just buy 4 again then?
He's like,
How much did it cost us back in fricking punt?
75 gold per horse.
He's like, that's standard rate anywhere else
Yeah.
for a semi-decent
Sod it.
horse. Obviously, you can get better horses if you want, but they cost more.
So what we're doing? We're just buying one for the cart.
I would say buy 4 because we can get there faster.
And then we can use them for wherever else we go.
Yeah, but then we're still one short.
Why?
4 of us.
Yeah, they can't pull the cart and us.
Yeah, but one of us has
No,
to
but
ride
it-
the car.
I'm saying Narvanuth could go 2s up on a horse with someone.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go then. Yeah,
He's
4.
only little.
We'll buy 4 horses then. Or whatever that is.
300
No,
gold.
no, Charlotte, no fricking annoying me.
Oh, it's Charlotte.
You can stop
Yeah.
it as well, Menju.
Okay, so you hand over your 300 gold. He brings around 4 horses. They've got saddles. They're fully tacked. He hands you a good feed bag and says that'll be enough food for a good couple of days for him.
Well, thank you. Shall we set off then?
Yeah, let's go.
Yep,
Do we need to tack up or anything?
they are tacked up, mate.
They've got
Okay.
saddles and everything on with bits and
That's
stuff.
perfect.
They are good to go.
So we
No,
set
then.
off following the map back to our little
X cross.
X marks the spot.
Okay, if you can all roll a history check to see if you can remember exactly where. I know you've marked it on the map, but the map's quite small. It's not like intricate. It doesn't
cannot.
show all details.
But I skipped because I was dead.
This is true.
Oh, I've got plus in history.
You do, but you still roll what less than Narvanuth.
Well, now I'm looking.
I got 11.
Okay. So you're making good progress. You seem to
Until what?
roughly remember where you're going. It takes you about 4 hours to get where you're going. You get there eventually.
So it's about, what, midday?
Yeah.
Or later?
No, it'll be just after midday, like 1-2 o'clock now. If you can all roll a perception check to see if you're recognising the lay of the land. You've remembered roughly, you're in the rough area to see if you can start seeing it.
Perception.
Oh,
Oh, I got +5 on perception.
Yeah, Grim has spotted
Wow.
the cart.
We need to remember to get Matthew. Oh,
Well,
nah,
yeah, but
disable
I
this
don't-
track.
no need for that, mate. I see a couple of bandits.
So if you can all roll a stealth check.
Lovely stuff. The history of our stuff is amazing.
Well, shock horror.
No.
Yeah, I don't need stuff.
Okay, so as you're approaching the cart, the heavy plate wearers are making a lot of noise through the undergrowth as they're stomping about. You can see that all the guys that are rummaging through the cart, they suddenly swivel their heads around. They see you coming. They have already attached the wagon up to a horse. 2 of them jump on and start galloping off, while the rest come charging at you or screaming
hi,
a war
Mark.
cry.
Fuck's sake.
Ooh, I've got an idea.
So, am I still stealth? Do they know I'm there?
They haven't seen you.
What about me?
So I
Just
could
the heavy
attack
guys.
the horse.
They've just seen the heavy guys.
So I could attack from here and kill the horse. Well,
Well,
try.
we'll be rolling initiative.
Oh.
But yeah, you could do.
I'm
So-
But yeah, we're rolling initiative as they start hoofing it.
So far away. Oh, just...
Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh
I
dear,
got a
Sam.
0.
You do not have luck with that, do you?
I don't have luck with any roll. What you on about?
Okay, so up first is this guy.
Yeah.
Gonna come forward a wee bit. Bring his Yodi charge. He's then going to fire his light crossbow at Grim, which just bounce harmlessly off the armour. Brings us to this guy who's going to do the same. Advance a wee bit, fire his crossbow. It just plinks off the armour. Which brings us to this guy who's going to drive the horse. And hoof it all the way down there. Which brings us to Narvanoof.
Okay, hold on. Let me just zoom out so I can actually see this.
Oh, I'm not in range now. Nope. Nowhere in. We've lost it.
So how far am I? So could I use my bonus action to dash? So I get to move 50 feet. So if I move from here to about here,
Yeah, you still have your attack.
and then could I try and use my short bow and take out the horse?
You can try. It'll be a difficult shot at the range.
So 50 feet is about that.
Very difficult shot.
It's over your 80 feet. So it'll be a disadvantage, and it's going to be quite difficult pinpointing a horse that's trying to make a getaway on a speeding wagon, but you can certainly try.
So it's worth a try, isn't it?
Sure is.
Right, let's do this.
Hang on.
That's your short sword.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So
I clicked
you
on short
definitely.
bow, though. I clicked on my short bow.
You sure?
Yeah, well, I'll click it again. Well, that's words.
I say it says short bow for me when I click short bow.
Roll a deception check.
Because I definitely clicked it. Because if I click my short
Well, you
bow,
get the same pluses anyway, so a 21. So the arrow streaks out. However, it doesn't hit the horse, but it does catch one of the bandits making his getaway square in the back, and he falls off the back of the cart, breaking his neck and going bloop.
Nice.
Yeah, but the horse is still going to get away, though.
It's leaving tracks, mate.
True.
Which brings us to this bandit. Who's going to eat the fuck out.
Yeet.
Brings us to Grim.
Nah, way too far.
What are you up to, Grim?
Trying to use my brain and it's not working.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. It's a dangerous thing.
If I run in between then, they're going to get opportunity on me. Aren't they?
If you can roll a d4, please. This is what you get for taking your sweet time. If you'd done your turn, it would have been fine.
It's shy. I don't miss you at all.
He does.
4. Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Could be good. You never know.
You'll find out.
It's not.
So what are you doing?
I'm just going to close in on him and take a swing
Okay.
with Hydra. That's a miss.
That's a hit.
Oh. And I'll do it again. Second attack.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to roll your damage again. The first one hit him.
No, sorry.
And it killed him.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were going to roll your damage again. That's what I was waiting
No,
for.
sorry.
So
No.
the flail smashes him in the face for 11 damage, burning as it hits. However, the flail keeps going and also smashes you in the face on its return, doing 11 points of damage. That was the dice effect.
Ah.
The next attack also hurts the player.
Wow.
So there you go. It's you've got your other attack.
Blue metal existence.
My other attack.
You have got a basic javelin you can toss.
Haven't you got that new crossbow as well?
It'll take time to get his crossbow out. He'll have to put his shield and his battle axe away.
Yeah.
Oh, his shield and his flail, sorry. But a javelin's generally just there, so you can just yoink it off your shoulder.
I've had the long rest as well, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try the. I don't think it'll fit. It'll reach. Oh, it's just.
Everything.
Oh yeah, it would. No, I'm just gonna go for basic javelin to him.
Just normal javelin against who?
Him?
Him? Yeah.
Who's him?
Or not?
Be at disadvantage because you're going over 30 feet.
Alright, again.
It's gonna be a massive yeet.
Oh!
Too bad that was.
The javelin just hits.
What am I doing here?
The 13, yeah?
Oops.
So click on the 13 one.
I seem to have drawn a line.
I can fix that.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's your turn. Brings us to Leroy.
Well, I'm going to move 30 feet. Where's my cue? It's not doing it. Do my cue. Cue. That's 30 feet. And then I think that means that should be within range. Yeah, it is. This guy, what is this guy? I'm going to attack with my scorching ray.
Okay, that's a hit.
So that's that.
So you're attacking this guy, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, as you open your palm, the Scorching Ray strikes forward, smashing him in the back as he's retreating, setting him on fire. He runs around flapping his arms. He then falls over and goes bloop.
I have 2 more attacks.
Sure do.
I don't think I can try and reach that guy, but I think I'll set him on fire. I'm sure. Could I hit this guy? Or is it disadvantage?
No, you're not in combat, so you can hit him.
That's a D20. We'll do that then.
That's a hit.
That's 2d6.
Yep. The second ray strikes out, catching him in the beard, singeing his glorious beard.
Good. Mag.
Third one goes awry, just going over his shoulder. You thought you had him dead to rights, but he just kind of evaded you at the last second.
I'm panicking a bit. That's my turn.
Okay, which brings us to the guy on the horse, who yeets it off the map. As he was leaving, you did see him pull out a pouch of powder and start sprinkling it everywhere.
Oh dear. Right then. Awesome. When I set out my anger, charge forward and try and kill him with my mace.
That just hits him.
Of course it does. For max damage!
Woohoo!
10 points of the old damage.
This is the exact spot where I died.
Is that your turn?
It is my turn.
After he hears you say that, he's like, well, let's make it 2 for 2 then. As he disengages, moves back, pulls back his crossbow, and shoots directly at you, hitting you for 17 points of damage.
What's that?
And it shouts at the horses, get their goods back to Captain Watts.
Ooh, I want to write that name down. 10. I've lost my...
Yeah, I'll use my short bow.
That's a hit.
Does that kill him?
It does not.
Do I get my sneak attack? Because I'm still stealthy, aren't I? 'Cause no one's...
No, because you shot the horse.
Oh, okay.
They have already spotted you as you've been loosing arrows at the horse.
And then I'll just use my bonus action to move up 25 feet.
Okie dokie.
Take that 5.
Which will bring us to Grim.
There's a random dice roll on my screen.
Yeah, there's quite often just random dice come at you.
Can I pull out my new... what's it called?
Crossbow.
That one. Crossbow. Jesus Christ. And take a pot shot.
You sure can. Just bear with me, I don't think I've run you a crossbow yet.
Or do you want me to just use a thunderjavelin until later then?
No.
Okay.
It's completely different. It won't take me too long to do it.
No worries.
Crossbow. Okay. That should work now.
+5. Nice.
Yep. So, roll your damage. If you click off your guy and then back on him, it's still called throwing axe of returning, I think.
Alright.
Unless it didn't save. No, it didn't save. Oh, that's gay. It should work now. It's called Expo of Stuff.
Expo stuff.
Yep, that's a hit.
Yeah.
16 points of damage. Since it's a crossbow, it takes your next attack to reload.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm guessing you're spending your second attack to reload.
Second attack to reload. If I could please DM.
Yeah, which brings us to Leroy.
Well, I'm going to do some spelling.
Why, what are you spelling?
You
Venus.
Do you know, I haven't heard that your mum in so long. I'm just going to use magic missile on the guy.
Okay. three missiles streak out of your fingertips, smashing him in the back, and the face doing 9 points of damage.
Nice. I know I'm just gonna stay there.
That brings us to Sam.
Light crossbow, miss.
That's definitely a swing and a miss. Well, receiving a shot from you, he's going to return fire.
Of course.
It just harmlessly pings off your shield.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm not dying here twice.
Brings us to Narth.
Bring the pain, lad.
Ooh, I can move all the way up there now. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna move 25 feet. Right there. And then just shoot my short bow at him.
Okay, okay. Shoot away. That's a hit.
10 damage. Woo-hoo.
He's looking pretty balls at the moment. That brings us to Grim.
Why, hello there.
Finish him.
I'll try me X bow of stuff. Spelled with W instead of double F.
Yeah, it's because it's a magical crossbow. That's a hit.
Come on. Oh, reroll.
Isn't that just for melee weapon?
No, I think it's for any attack. Give me 2 seconds. Once per turn you can... Oh, it is melee, sorry, my fault. So,
I'm
4-3.
pretty certain it
Yeah.
is.
Sorry, I read it wrong.
Go off for 7.
That's gay, that other one was perfect.
Brings us to Leroy.
Oh, actually, really quick. He's still alive. What?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Really thought he would have died by now. Right, how far am
You've gone
No, the
super,
others died like super squishy.
you've gone super quiet, Leroy. I can barely hear you.
I? No, sorry, yeah. Well, I'm gonna move, like, closer to him. Hold on, I need to do this. And press short. Go to here.
Okay, okay.
And then I'm just gonna try and save my normal spells and use Ray Frost. Oh, I pressed it twice. Not bad.
It misses
Yeah,
on the
I was gonna
first
say.
one. That brings
Yeah,
us
I'll
to
just-
Sam.
Jesus, we're not killing this. We haven't killed this guy yet.
Not yet.
Stand the beating, mate.
Aye. I'm just gonna charge at him with my mace again. Of course I miss.
That's a miss. He looks and goes, "Oh, you like it close and personal, do you?" Whips out his scimitar and slashes twice at your face. The first one completely missing, however, the second one does sink into you, doing 5 points of slashing damage.
Well, at least I'm not dying in the exact same spot.
Brings us to Narvanuth.
I'm gonna charge up and use my new short sword. I will re-roll that. That's all right.
Fantastic first strike. Yeah, that's a hit.
And then that's a sneak attack as well.
Yeah, as you bring the new fancy short sword into him, stab him good right in the kidney. You can just see a lot of green just spreading throughout his veins as he clutches his side and starts coughing up green phlegm everywhere, and then falls over dead with blood foaming at the mouth as he goes bloop.
After that truck!
So does poison damage stay in the body after you stab them? Or well, hit them?
It does not. It's just another damage type.
Right, okay.
It's different to being poisoned.
Right.
So,
Right then.
first off, since we saw him toss that powder or whatever,
I think we
Let's
should
get-
check it.
our littlest, well, whatever the fuck you want to call him when it comes to traps.
What do you mean?
I didn't know if it might be magic though, like magic powder or
I
something.
Yeah,
cast
Bob,
this onto Navanoof.
Okay, so he gets an extra 1d4 for shenanigans.
Thanks.
Say, we needed to do an investigation or something down here for trap.
So that'd be Navanoof.
Yes.
I will. But it is like some powder thing. I don't know if I'll be able to know what that is.
Well, at least you can have a look, see if it's like some sort of powder, you know, and then we'll get Leroy to magically check it.
Whilst he's investigating, can I swig a potion?
Yeah. All you can see is the trap that he made.
Previously. Right. I
Could I
forgot Leroy.
disarm that? Could I disarm the trap and take it with me or not?
You can always try it, it's a lot harder.
Right, I'm gonna scoot down here.
What's the dice roll for just a H ball? Normal potion.
2d4 plus 2 for a normal portion.
And I'll do an Arcana check.
Max healing.
Lovely.
9.
Okay. You can get a faint sense of the powder is magic, but other than that, you can't really tell exactly what it is.
I could spend an extra 10 minutes using insight. Identify, sorry.
Do you want my
Identify's literally-
Guardian's boost? Whatever.
I think I'll be fine if I use identify, but it'll cost us 10 minutes of actual time to be catching up with them.
Can I throw us? Is it survival to follow tracks?
I believe.
Or,
so.
or find tracks to like look for them?
Yeah. You definitely can't see them. They've definitely hoofed it.
So I can't see the tracks or I can't see them.
But you can't see them. You
No.
haven't looked for the tracks yet.
Yeah. Can I check that for the tracks then? If I throw a
Sure
survival,
can.
please.
And throw another one.
Another one. Okay.
Yeah, you're at disadvantage.
Am I?
You sure are.
How come?
You'll find out.
Okay.
11. You are unable to find any traces or tracks. It appears as though the powder has submerged into the tracks, erasing them.
Bastards.
Right.
Did you make a note of that guy's name? Is it Wilco?
Yes,
isn't
he
it?
was called something, Captain Watts.
Captain Watts. Do we want to head back to Scrimmage and check that out, or do we want to blindly wander through the forest?
We don't know where we are. I would say go back.
Yeah,
But
go back.
I'd
can
say go back.
Learn information about them. We're low on healing potions.
We've got a name, so we know we've got something.
Okay, but while we're here, let's do some searching of some bodies.
Yeah, on.
And I'll try and
Yes.
disarm my trap.
Investigating the bodies that are here. Is it investigation?
Yep.
Yeah. 7. With 10.
You managed to find about 15 gold.
Do I throw dexterity to try and disarm my trap?
It's usually a trap disarm thing, but it's just obviously the difficulty will be higher if you're trying to take it with you. But yeah, you choose dex on your thieves' tools. Trying to take your own trap that you made.
Yeah.
It's literally just some old rope and some twigs and things. But yeah, you managed to acquire some old frayed rope and some branches.
Could come in handy.
Sentimental, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my
You
first ever
literally-
trap.
Because you literally just made it with stuff that were lying around next to you.
We need to get you some trap gear.
Yeah.
Are we off then? Back to Scrimmage?
See.
Would anyone else want to search
Alright.
any other bodies that I might have missed? Because
I'll throw a quick investigation down if that's alright with DM.
Yeah. Sure is.
4.
Bodies.
Checking loot.
Ah.
Well, you managed to find about another 30 gold that Leroy had missed.
Is there anything on them that we can take and possibly sell, like swords, or is that included in the investigation?
And the very low quality, you imagine you'd barely get a few gold for the lot of it.
Don't bother then.
Nah, it's leaving. Let's go back to Scrimmage.
I'm guessing they're human as well.
Yeah, they're human.
I don't need the humans.
Yeah, you've already got one, mate.
Got 2 actually.
Gross.
He does love his penises. So you're heading back to Scrimmage?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not.
Yeah, on the horses that we bought.
Okay, okay.
We're not leaving them behind.
Okay, so it takes you about another 4 hours or so to get back. It's just starting to go dark. It's like 5-6 o'clock.
Do you want to try going to the taverns and throwing that name about?
We can go to our friendly bar lady, who already knows us.
So you're going to go to the Silver Tongue.
Yeah. Because we'll have to sleep somewhere anyway, but we also need to tie up the horses somewhere safe.
Yeah. I take it, can we tie them up at the main gate with the person we sold them from? Bought them from, even.
The same farmhand came out who someone was like, well, you can house them here, stay with them overnight, but it'll cost you. Not free. It's 10 gold for the night for the lot of them.
Not as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, 10 gold.
Okay, so you leave your horses at the stables just outside of town, and then you wander through, going back to the Silver Tongue Inn. As you go into the inn, you can see that Keegan is nowhere to be seen.
He was on the battlefield when we first started.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been. I deleted him.
He was on his way home.
He was there, and then halfway through the battle, he mysteriously vanished.
He was
I think there is more to him than meets the eye.
Basically, he shouldn't have been there. What I get for hastily setting up ambushes on the fly.
I'm gonna say, I bet half of this hasn't been freaking scripted.
Well, I'd say only probably about half of it ever's only actually scripted. For anyone, most of it's just made up on the spot.
Love it. Just nip it low.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to do the same. It's been a while.
So you're just asking around to see if anyone knows about Captain Watts.
Yeah.
Aye.
I'll start off asking the bar lady.
But before you do, wait. I need to help you. Where are you?
I'm at the bar.
It doesn't let me do it. He's banned my spellbook.
No, it's just crashed. It should be working soon.
Oh yeah. There you go. I hope you're out.
What's that?
The barmaid looks over and goes, "We'll have no spell casting in here."
Damn. I'm sorry.
Like, keep your hands to yourself.
And walk away.
Okay.
Obviously, she doesn't know what spell you cast. She just knew you cast a spell.
I'll start off by asking the bar lady if she knows anyone by the name of Captain Watts.
Can't say that I do. Wow, what interest is it to you, buddy?
That is a need-to-know basis.
I mean, I can keep an ear out for the name, but I can't say I've heard of a Captain Watts. Is he militia or?
Like I
think
said,
he's a...
that's a need to know.
Okay, well, I try asking around for you. No, obviously, don't have a lot of information, but see if I can dig something up for you.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
And then, do we just ask around the inn? Ask everyone else?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just gonna go up to everyone, just going, "Do you know Captain Watts? Do you know Captain
What?
Watts?"
Can I ask you a question, good sir?
As you walk over, he goes, "Don't sir me."
Oh.
Okay.
As you look closer, you can see that they have heaving bosoms.
Okay.
You can see arcane energy just flicking around her eyes. It appears she's been insulted and does not want to talk to you now.
Oh dear.
Good. I really don't care.
Well,
Well,
when
it's-
Leroy gets back, he can ask the dragon.
I'm back.
Pretty much, I asked the bar lady if she knows. She doesn't know. She asked some questions, and I said it's a need to know.
Oh, there's no stairs there.
Really? Why did you just tell her that he was a bandit?
Because
So what do you want me to do?
No.
so now we're just asking around the inn, see if anyone knows.
So what
So
did she
far
say?
we've had no luck.
No.
I insulted a woman by calling her sir.
Oh yes.
Fine.
You could have said you meant it out of equality of gender.
Yeah, well, I don't care.
So what are you guys up to now then?
So what did the barmaid actually say after you said it's a need to know basis?
She just said she'll keep an eye out and ask people.
It's worth nipping over and asking the little thing that we're doing this for.
The trader.
Oh, Johnny.
Jimmy.
Jerry.
Jerry.
That's his name.
Yeah, we could ask him.
But before we make that decision, he might also then try and haggle his way out of paying us again.
You just say we have to
probably
do it on
would not
3
go
days'
to
time.
him.
Isn't there like a sheriff or something here?
There should be in a city.
There more than
There's
likely
Guild
will be.
offices.
Why don't we go
There's
and ask,
guild
ask
offices,
that guy?
the castle, Duke's Castle, Temple District, Docks, Taverns Park, Guild.
Head to Sheriff.
There isn't a sheriff's
You don't
place.
know where the sheriff's office is, even if they have one. You haven't asked. You wouldn't know
Ask
its
them.
location.
I'll ask my friend at the bar who she knows where the sheriff is.
We don't have a sheriff. We've got a town militia. The Lord Iron Hands is in control of that. Sorry, Duke Iron Hands.
So if we needed to find a criminal, would we have to go and speak to the Duke?
If you want to find a criminal, why are you a criminal? You wanting to find friends in the criminal world, or I don't
No,
understand.
we're
Find
trying-
a criminal.
We're trying to bring justice to a wrongdoing.
Okay, well if you just when you're walking about, there's plenty of militiamen. Just mention it to them, and they'll fire up the flagpole.
Alright. Thanks for your help. Have you spoken to your manager, or is he not back yet?
He hasn't been back yet. He hasn't been in today.
Okay.
He doesn't always come in. He's got good staff.
I can tell. And then I'm just gonna leave.
This guy comes sauntering over, staggering all over the place. He bumps into this angry-looking orc, stumbles down, bumps into Leroy, and then falls on the table. He appears to be well and truly shit-faced. As he falls down, he just smashes the table, and he just passes out and just falls asleep in the middle of the table.
Jesus.
You can see a piece of paper sticking out of his top pocket.
No move, go steal it.
Is that really a good idea?
Yeah, like, is it really worth it?
I think that was like it's part of the story, but
I mean, I'll try it, but
I will help him up and use sleight of hand to try and take it.
As you try and help him up, he's just completely limp. It appears he's fully unconscious from consuming far, far too much ale.
Okay, then I'll ask the lady if he has a room that he's staying in.
She goes, "Nah, that's Bob, the local drunk.
Oh.
He's got a house in the slums. All he does is drink. He's a good for nothing."
Well, then I suppose we should take him home and get him out of your hair.
I'd just usually throw him in the streets.
We'll throw him in the streets then.
Or we wait, take him home and see if he knows anything.
I don't know where he lives. I just know he lives in the slums.
Yeah, we can take him towards the slums because we've got the map. I think.
Well, you do what you want, you know.
Let's just pick him up and see where we go.
Either that, or just take the thing out of his pocket while we try and help him up, whatever.
Yeah, but I was on
No,
about
wait, taking him out.
Take him outside and put him outside, and then no one's going to see us.
Okay, so you take him outside and you rest him up against the wall of the inn. There's still no response from him whatsoever. His head's just fully on his chest. There's no movement. There's no nothing.
Can I look around to see if anyone's watching?
Yeah, do a perception check.
Perception.
There's a few people about, but as far as you can tell, no one's paying any attention.
Should I try and take the paper then?
Yes.
I've got +6 on it, so.
I mean, the fact that you stood around talking about taking stuff while surrounding an unconscious body, you know, a few people do start looking a bit more your way as they're walking off.
Do I have a hood on my cloak?
You do not.
Damn it. I'll put my mage hand in front of my face. Hopefully it covers.
Why don't you use your mage hand to get the freaking thing?
Because people can see it, it's not an invisible one. I say we take him somewhere else then, because no one's gonna. Well, sure. I'm gonna pick him up and start walking towards the slums. We can't just.
Okay, you are struggling to support him. He's just a complete dead weight as he's like unconscious. Yeah, you start making your way towards the slums. A lot of people, as you're walking past them, do start like giving you furtive glances. The militia walk past and kind of stop you, look down, go, "Ah, fucking Bob," and then just walk off.
Can we shout at one of them back and just ask them a question about what?
Well, you can talk to the militia and I'll carry on taking him home.
I mean, instead of asking, why don't you just shout, "Oi, militia man," and then.
That one then.
Roleplay.
It's roleplay, Adam. So yeah, one of the guards stops. He waves his mate on, turns around, he's like, "Yes, citizen."
Have you ever heard of anybody called Captain Watts? A bandit in the area?
Only bandit I know in these parts is the Hood.
Yeah.
Kind of stuck on what to say now.
He's
Do you know of anyone called Captain Watts?
we've got a Captain Boo. Got a Captain Wilco. Don't know any Captain Watts in the guard.
Oh,
Have I
thank
even
you.
got the right name here?
It is Captain Watts.
Yeah, you've got the right name. He just doesn't know anyone by that name.
I'm just wondering if I've got the right name.
Yeah, no, he's saying he just doesn't know anyone by that name in the guard.
How about outside of the guard?
Ah, I say, mate, I don't know the name.
Alright, thank you. Thanks for your help.
He's like, "No worries. My advice with Bob, just leave him in an alley. He's more hassle than he's worth." And with that, he just kind of just saunters off. after his mate.
To the alley. Diagon alley.
Ah, go on, Annie.
Okay, well, we look for an alley which is empty.
Yeah, there's this. You're getting close to the slums, so there's quite a few alleys dotted around.
Alright, we find the one with the least amount of people. Well, there's no one, and it's just dark.
Ah,
And,
okay. Do a stealth check.
I can see in the dark as well.
I hope this is good.
That's not.
That's average.
Okay. So yeah, you've gone down the alley.
Damn it.
I'll stealth down the alley with Leroy.
I presume everyone's gone down the alley.
Yeah.
Is everyone doing stealth then?
Why not?
If you've been sneaky and going down the alley, yeah.
Yeah, but why doesn't Grim and Sam just
I'm just waiting
wait?
back.
Because you two
Yeah,
are
I'm
got
just waiting
really
back.
bad stealth.
We'll wait at the top then.
Oh, I mean not as bad as me.
Two stealthiest people.
Okay, so you've gone down the alley. You don't think you've been seen.
Right. Use your sleight of hand.
And I can see in the dark as well. Amazing.
I mean, the guy's completely unconscious. I don't think you need sleight of hand.
You might suddenly wake
I
up.
might as well try it, you know.
And then what rolling?
Okay, you grab the piece of paper that's sticking out of his breast pocket. You realise that it's a good job he was unconscious, because you practically punched him in the chin as you were reaching down to grab the piece of paper out of his pocket.
And then we just leave him.
We leave. Just leave.
Yeah.
Okay. So yep, you've just left.
So what time is it now?
It's quite late. It's about 9 o'clock at night now.
So we go back to the pub.
Yeah. And then we'll ask for some rooms again.
I say we read the letter in our rooms and prep it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head back to the inn. So you're all going upstairs to your rooms.
We need to hire the rooms, though, don't we? Again.
Sure do.
It's was it 5 gold night?
15.
5 gold? 15.
Are we getting a room each? Or
Is that we've got 4 rooms free tonight?
Right, two and 2 of us can share.
yeah, that's what I think we should do.
Can we have 2 rooms? And we like bunking together.
Is that hey? What goes on behind closed doors is none of my business. As long as you've got the gold, you can stay.
Sounds good. So that's 30 gold.
So we'll all go upstairs into one room
Sure.
and we'll read the letter.
Okay, as you unfold the letter, it's very simple. It's got a picture of a haggard-looking middle-aged man with a nice fancy hat on, and it says "Wanted, dead or alive, Captain Watts. Reward 1,000 gold."
See, he's a handsome man.
It has a picture of him.
Boom.
It's a very crude picture.
Does it give any information about where he is or anything? Or we just
Nope,
That
that's all it says, and there's a weird symbol affixed to the bottom right-hand corner of it.
do we do a check to see if we know the symbol?
You can do a history check to see if you recall it.
Who's got good history?
Blue.
I've got good history.
You recall the symbol. You've seen it in a few of your books while you've been pouring through at the library. It appears to be the official seal of the Bounty Guild, which just so happens to have an office in Scrimmage.
Dun dun dun.
Hmm.
Well, we can go and see the Bounty Guild tomorrow. And ask them.
Sure.
Yeah, hope for that.
Sounds
You
good.
know, get a good night's sleep bunking up. I'll share with Narvanoof because we're both completely different societies.
Okay. So it's 5 to 7. I don't know if you want to call it there or crack on. I don't know. Usually we finish around 7ish.
I would say call it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good place as ever.
Aye.
Yeah. That was a good hustle. Obviously got more things to do. Got some things done.
People died.
One
Yeah,
person died.
You had your first death. You know, it's all good.
Whoa, back up. What do you mean first?
Pretty
What do
much
you mean?
as it states, it is the first death.
No, I don't want any more deaths.
I'm
That's
not
the
going to
point
call
of
it
the
the
game,
last
isn't it?
death, am I? Because, you know, that might be infactual.
True.
To be
You
fair,
know
I do
that-
think we've done well to not die up to this point.
Especially that friggin' episode with the black blob.
Considering we're the B team, not dying until whatever session this is.
No, also bearing in mind the very
almost
first
died.
session when we did
You should.
did on the pen and paper, you would have died if I hadn't have fudged some rolls.
Yeah.
But I thought it would have been a bit mean killing you on the first outing.
Who would have died?
Me and Luke.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh.
So there would be no B team. There would just be two scrubs
Team.
dead
Gathering freaking dust in a corner somewhere.
by some wolves. Some chef's pet wolves.
It were the wolves, weren't it, that fucking ripped us apart?
It was, yeah. It was the wolves that would have done you in.
How did you guys
Yeah,
mess
right.
up that badly?
That was a long battle for such an.
Yeah.
Right, well, thanks a lot, chums, and we'll see you in a fortnight. I'll just sign off the stream, and yeah, I'll catch you all at leaders. Thank you.
See you later.
Aye.
Bye.
In a bit.
So that was another fun and eventful B team session. Obviously they'll be back in a fortnight. I'm not playing this Friday evening, as I only play every fortnight when I'm a player on the Friday evening. So I think the next one will be the Saturday squad at 4 PM GMT. So we'll look forward to that. Just have a quick look to see who's online to raid. We'll raid Epsy, who's playing Tarkov at the moment. So thanks a lot for swinging by, and we'll catch you next time. As soon as you get in there, if you just spam your emotes if you've got them. If not, just let them know that you've come from an awesome D&D raid, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Ta-ta.